So, last time on Legends of Evantris Prime, Sylvie had been slain, reduced to nothing more than a skeleton by the Great Reset bomb, the seed of regeneration.
And rejuvenation or regeneration?
Rejuvenation, apologies. Okay. Probably interchangeable.
You know what? Yeah, I would say, who cares?
Who cares?
All the scientists who made it are dead.
The wiki is going to say rejuvenation.
All the druids have been eaten alive.
Seed of rejuvenation. And thank you. You were in the Mercandraw, a massive swamp of cypress and weeping willows and massive trees, even larger than the thorn wilds, with all sorts of strange creatures lurking about. The dancing hut of Baba Yaga was ahead of you. It's incredibly intimidating. It screamed at you as it opened, as the wind howled. A snake, a massive serpentine creature arose from the swamp to provide a path for you to enter. And you did, and it was there that you encountered Sylvie's patron, the one and only Baba Yaga, in her hut, which seemed much larger inside than without, and with all sorts of strange artifacts and knickknacks and ingredients. Strange white liquid bubbling in a cauldron, and a door off to the side, although the hut seemed to be on the outside a one-room structure. And she welcomed you in, but very promptly made you bathe in some sort of strange wooden sauna.
That's Grandma.
And made you and fed you a supper of boiled milk, a rye bun, and an apple each. You ate it all, and there was discussion about bringing Sylvie back from the dead. She said this was possible, but it would require a ritual of sorts, and that you would need to basically find her soul. And so she created a strange concoction of deadly sins and ways to win, and your desires and all sorts of strange things. And then with Sylvie's smashed up bone meal and the bony leg, the chicken foot, as well as a blue rose, and then she boiled it down and drank the concoction, shockingly. And as soon as she drank it, you all fell asleep. You went to a strange, shadowy swamp world. Not quite sure if you were living or dead or beyond. You all took on strange forms. As you wandered through the fog of this swamp, you encountered lost souls that had committed sins, and you spoke to the sin in each time, and then you found a strange black gem, and it glowed brighter and brighter with each soul. You encountered those that seemed to have lost their souls to Baba Yaga, or souls in Baba Yaga's underworld of sorts. And eventually, after encountering a wisp that was Sylvie's lost soul, seemingly a 16-year-old, I believe, in that form. And you then found, as you completed all the trials, spoke to each of these sins, the seed now, or this gem now complete, you planted it in a plot of soil next to two other blue roses beneath a waxing crescent, and it grew and bloomed after Sylvie went into it herself, her spirit. And then as you all woke up in these beds, all three beds pushed together, you saw that a blue rose had grown from the pot, and a large blue rose grew larger and larger and larger, and within it, Sylvie has been reborn. And so with that, I'm going to play some music.
I'm going to ask Baba Yaga if it's okay if I call her Babs.
Hey, Babs.
Just like Ari Gold from Entourage.
I should always have my music ready. I never do. Yeah. I never do.
There are only two types of DMs in this world. Those are those that are prepared and those that aren't.
Yeah, and I'm definitely the latter.
Also, Baba Yaga's going to meet her match when she meets Babar Yagar.
Oh boy. That
was my favorite part of last session.
Babar Jaeger.
Yeah.
He's going to be the star of the new movie Titanic 2. It sinks again.
Titanic.
Titanic.
Hey, my name's Nick, and I'm a Titan. Titan Nick.
Or just Tight Nick.
My friends call me... I'm Titan Nick, but you can just call me Nick. That's what my friends call me.
So, I want to remind everyone, as we all giggle about Titan Nick and Babar Jaeger, that you have just witnessed your friend Sylvie Skeleton smash into bone me on a horrific grand archfey hag has swallowed her, sent you into a horrible shadow realm where you encountered lost souls, some of whom you had encountered yourself and watched die or kill yourself.
This is a serious campaign.
And that you've just been woken up. You have no idea how much time has passed. The three of you rouse from your troubled sleep. Was it a dream? Were your souls transported? Wherever you were, it doesn't feel like you were very far.
Do we remember it?
You remember everything. And you're not sure if it was real, but something within you makes you certain that that was not just a dream. As you see this hut, the roaring flame in the fireplace, now licking against a cauldron, no longer boiling milk, but some sort of strange concoction bubbles within. As the blue rose in front of you furls out more and more, and you see Sylvie's body, pristine and unclothed. As it opens, her long hair draped over everything in a PG censored manner.
We're no longer a mature stream, everybody.
Is that okay, censors? And she seems to be in a deep sleep. But then as the rose continues to unfurl, there seems something in addition to Sylvie. Around her head is what looks like a laurel of blue roses and thorns that wrap around her head and seem to connect into her skull.
Oh, God.
And as the flower continues to open, you see now her small knees, and below the knee you see this strange flesh that is not what you had remembered from Sylvie. As you see now that Sylvie has her own pair of large chicken feet.
What the fuck?
As Baba Yaga just watches this quizzically, and as soon as the rose finishes unfurling, it stops moving, and Baba Yaga shuffles off to her cauldron and begins to stir it with her massive ladle that she had fed you who knows how long previously. And you see, as Sylvie's restful body seems to be sleeping peacefully, returned but different. And it's at this point, Sylvie, that you wake up, having no memory of the trials that your small, younger wisp form had endured.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I roll to stab myself in the face.
I just don't remember basically from death to now.
Yes, you felt an instant horrible chill. Your life almost gets sucked off, and then it would have been very painful for a split second, but you would have been killed almost instantly.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you are...
Rightfully so.
And I would say that you don't remember all of the details, but there is some form of fog. And you may have felt the presence of someone else, the presence of a grandmother, but not the exact details.
Okay.
And you're about groggy and sleepy.
Oh, good morning.
Sylvie, is that you?
Yes.
What? I'm gonna run up to her.
What's happened to her?
Be careful.
Is this right? I mean, that sounds like her, but is this right?
You're real loud, and I think a headache. but I don't really know if
That's not
it's
her.
that, or if I'm dizzy, or I still feel very tired.
Look at her feet. It's not her.
Do you feel like you?
Well, that depends. What does feeling like you feel like?
Is this going to go away? I'm actually going to look at Bobby Ice.
Me?
Is this right? She hasn't been returned. She isn't restored.
This isn't her.
She's turned away, hunched over, her incredibly supernaturally long nose and pointed chin, awash in this ghastly glow from whatever's bubbling in the cauldron as she stirs it. And she turns to you and flashes her iron teeth and says, "It is just simply the next step of her metamorphosis. Do not be alarmed, my riders." And she turns back and pinches a bit an ingredient from the roof and the ceiling and throws it in the cauldron and poofs.
What does that mean? You know, because butterflies, they metamorphosize too. Am I a butterfly now?
Sylvie, look at your feet.
Okay. Whoa. Where'd my feet go?
You see chicken feet, eh?
Oh, yeah. Where'd these come from?
I
Gosh.
don't know. Do you know what happened to you?
I know that got really cold, and there was a lot of pain, and then I felt like my grandma was with me, or something, and then I woke up and I'm still sleepy.
Well, you died. You're dead.
I'm currently dead right now?
No, you were dead.
Oh.
You're no longer dead, I don't think.
Is she dead? Are you dead?
Well, I don't know. I'm getting mixed messages because I was told I was here, but then I was told I was dead, and then I was also asked, do I feel like me? But I also have chicken feet. Oh, Vandress! Now that I have chicken feet, do you find me more seductively attractive?
Sylvie, don't talk to me like that when you're uncovered.
Oh, because my nips be out, kind of. You can't see them through my hair. It's fine.
I'm gonna take a blanket off one of the beds and just wrap her.
Oh, thanks. I was getting a little chilly.
I know.
And it's
I can tell.
It's in almost as if materializing beside you, Sylvie. You see the ancient, haggard look of Baba Yaga as she quickly forces a cup of scalding milk into your hands.
Oh, just how I like it. How'd you know I liked my milk so hot?
Eat. And she pulls out a equally steaming rye bun and puts it in your other hand.
Oh, I love an equally steaming rye bun, especially when it's put directly into my hand. You know me so well. By the way, hi. Thanks for everything, even these chicken feet, because they're kind of cool.
Welcome back, Star Child.
Thanks.
And she turns back.
No, but do they taste the same? I'll ask her later.
She's all shuffling around.
Are Orpheus and Lumi there?
You look around and you see now you are in 3 beds, lined up and pushed together. And something, as you finally get the sense of where you are, although these are 3 beds, the way that the headboard and the posts are carved, and the way that the pillows and the blankets are arranged and woven, it reminds you of that horrible 3-person bed that you had found in the lair of the Coven of Whispers, of a similar design. And you see off to the side that there is a smaller bed where on one side Orpheus is curled up into a ball uncomfortably, and Lumi is in just one little corner on her back, her wings splayed out, both fast asleep.
Let me take a look at you, alright? Because that's a good question.
Yeah. I'm just gonna drink my super hot milk and this raw bread.
Wait, I asked a good question?
You asked if she was alive or not.
Oh, yeah, and I still want to know.
And I'll let me see what I can find.
Yeah, me too. I also want to know.
I want to I'll try to let her eat, but I want to kind of look closely to see, does she seem alive? Is she warm? Like, maybe try to get a sense of her temperature.
Don't look at my butthole for too long, Rodak.
I didn't say that. Sylvie doesn't say that.
Medicine, you say? That's a 10.
She seems fine. She seems alive. She's warm to the touch. She has a pulse. Very clearly, the laurel that is around her head feels plant-like, but is very clearly goes underneath her hair and is firmly attached to her head.
I'm gonna touch her crown, her laurel.
Do you feel that?
Yeah, I can feel it, but it doesn't hurt or anything. It just kind of feels like you're touching my head.
Why has it grown into you that way?
I don't know.
Is it part of you now?
I don't know. Kind of feels like it.
Well, as part of the resurrection ritual, she did put a rose in the chicken foot. She ground it all together with you and your bones.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But what I do know is I don't feel like me. But I do feel like me. Know what I mean?
No.
She did say that it wasn't quite complete yet, so you may return to your normal form yet.
Yeah, probably for the most part not gonna happen, but maybe, but no.
I mean, we can't go walking around with you walking on chicken legs for the rest of your life.
Why are you ashamed of my little legs?
No, it's just gonna be hard to not be noticed when we need to sneak around.
Sorry, it's this milk, it's curdling a little. I could cover my legs up with a skirt, or with a dress, or I could wear a chicken on me.
Well, hopefully none of that will be necessary and you'll just return to your body.
I'm just worried that you're not you and that you're some horrible undead abomination.
I mean, she's...
Oh, you mean like a banshee?
Maybe.
Do you know what a banshee is?
No, but it
Aiden?
sounds pretty bad.
I don't think you're a banshee, and you seem
you
quite
even know
alive.
Would I know what a banshee is?
Yeah, I think
She also very much
Yes.
seems like herself.
Just like that.
I mean, you sound like Sylvie, you act like Sylvie.
Yeah, I just feel a little different.
it's that moment that Baba Yaga once again materializes as soon as you finish eating your rye bun and shoves an apple into your hand. Eat, and you are whole.
Do I have to eat this fruit thing though? Cause I'm specifically a not fruit eater.
Eat, child.
Oh.
Good children eat.
Okay.
Finish your supper.
Okay.
We got the same spiel.
Your friend is still Sylvie Flickerwicket. She's still my maiden. She is not a gnome. She was never meant to be just a gnome. She is hexblood. Except this next stage of her journey, this next stage of her transformation.
What does that mean?
Thank you. That's exactly what I was going to ask.
I mean, I loved every word of it, and your voice is like walking on eggshells, but like, is that the right term? Whatever. But what do the words mean? Oh, sorry, I'll eat this apple. I'll shut up.
You are becoming more of the child of your grandmother's love. You have more of your Baba Yaga and her power within you. Accept it. Use it. You will need all of it.
Okay, well, I like that because, well, I kind of like being more of you because you're the first person who ever saw the potential in me.
You have even more potential, my maiden. But we must, for now, destroy those in your path. That is why you are here, yes? And she turns back.
I was going to ask her for a pamphlet.
Well, yes, that's exactly why we're here. I mean, we certainly would like a little bit of direction, a little bit more clear goals. We need to know what we need to do. I mean, no more readings, no more crystal balls, no more fortune telling. We need to know what we need to do.
The Eladrin, Ivan of the Summer Queen, what do you think she is doing?
Well, she's huddled below the earth, and quite frankly, she's waiting to die because we're going to kill her.
What does she have in her possession?
The hammer. She has the hammer.
She has the hammer of the First Forge.
And my brother.
And your brother, and some advisor,
Yeah.
and some thorn crown thing.
Well, like,
You are
what's on my
forgetting
head?
the most important thing in her possession, my children.
The heart? Are you referencing the heart?
Which is what you gave her.
We didn't really give it to
didn't
her. It was
mean to.
more or less forcibly taken from
Well,
us.
no, we did mean to. We didn't know what would happen.
No, her was her at
Couldn't
the
even
time.
carry it with us, Rodek. It was basically taken from us.
She seemed like a very benevolent figure from, way back
No,
then.
she didn't.
No, Anulin talked her up, and Rodmir and
Don't put it
Arlon,
on me.
they're very powerful.
Well,
They're great.
Grace, technically,
I know
What to
best.
do with it? We couldn't even touch the thing.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
not saying we had a better choice.
Talk to it.
Well, it's not my fault.
Well, I don't know. I think it is now.
What, you have chicken feet.
What does that have to do with any of this?
I don't know.
So, you must make amends for your mistakes. For every action has a consequence. Come, gather around my cauldron. And she beckons you over with her gnarled hand.
I jump off of the blue rose, and I start doing a little dance and like kicking out my chicken feet.
As soon as you hit the ground, the blue rose closes up and then shrinks back down to a normal size. Baba Yaga makes her way across the hut and picks it up and places it on an empty part of the shelf.
Here, let me give you your clothes.
Okay.
And I'll pull out, Sylvie's clothes, and I'll...
Did we have Sylvie's?
Yeah, I have all her stuff.
Oh,
Well, no, my clothes.
I thought it all got
been
disintegrated.
completely disintegrated.
We had your magical belongings. We had your book.
Magic items and any cloth would have stayed the same.
Oh.
Any leather scraps. It's really just organic. Your clothes would have been fine. It's basically living flash of humanoids and
Yeah, put them back on. Please, for the love of God, cover those chicken feet.
Baba Yaga says almost all of your belongings, and she holds a golden or white, platinum blonde strand of hair. You advise to take this, and she throws it into the cauldron.
Let's go!
As it ignites into a glowing, almost like a beam for a minute, and calms back down, and the bubbling and popping suddenly stills. As you all stare into it, and through the still liquid of the surface of the cauldron, suddenly a scene begins to emerge. And a scene, you've seen similar magics before in Sylvie's own smaller cauldron, and even in the moon pool of the Thorn Mother, of Arlon's moonlight pool.
Dispel this, you big bitch.
And you see a scene unfolding, but it seems to be... Wait, is it just a still? Snapshot? But you look at it closely, and you see that actually it is moving, but incredibly slowly. As you see a chamber that looks familiar. A massive chamber of gnarled roots and thorns. now with tunnels opened up, going in every direction. You see at the center, mid-beat, incredibly slow, the heart that you all had given to Arlon and the Thornwatch. And before it had grown about 3 times its size. And now it is impossibly larger. It has burst all of the thorns that have previously imprisoned it. And now just several massive vines of iron bark and thorn just keep it suspended from the ceiling. And you see now that there's something wedged into the putrid, horrific flesh. A massive hammer of metal and stone from dwarven make, but with the power of the elemental plane of fire. And you see beneath the Thorn Mother, Varaya Blooming Crown, raising her hand in a flash of gold, performing some sort of magical ritual, almost communing with the heart as it beats above her, channeling its power. Awash in the glow of the hammer of the first forge and that horrible light, the glow from the beating heart. And you see now on either side of this chamber, one is a small but slowly growing and gyrating, almost looks like a dinner plate, but it's red and smoky on the edges. As you see now a small tendril sneaking up to the hammer of the first forge. And you now see a very small portal to the elemental plane of fire, growing larger. And on the other side, almost as large as the heart itself, pulsing not in the rhythm of a heart, but far more erratically, another seed, but far larger than the one that Arlon had carried. You don't know what creature could carry this. The summer flame that is set to burst licks across its ironbark surface. And you see now that that the Thorn Mother has a incredibly self-possessed and confident smile. Her plans are close to fruition. And that's what you see. And then you hear actually something behind you. Oh my God. As Orpheus, his hair all disheveled from his sleep, eyes groggy, but he stares into the cauldron behind you. And he has a sense of understanding on his face, and he looks absolutely pale, if his purple skin could be a slightly lighter shade. Lilac. And Baba Yaga points down at the scene in the cauldron. This is the consequence of your action, children.
What does she plan to do? With all this?
What more does she want to blow up? What could she possibly use that seed for?
Orpheus takes a step forward, and you hear him audibly gulp. It's clear that you all have never been supervillains. The brown mold is spread by fire. And she now has an unlimited source of fire. When that thing blows, that may be all of Karkinos, maybe Evantris, maybe the elemental plane of fire itself. Unlimited fire, unlimited fuel.
Meaning it will just grow and grow and grow forever? Never stopping?
I guess until the prime material plane is filled up with brown mold. A still, cold end. Until it stops and all of the humanoid life is dead. The sun comes out. And growth. Rejuvenation, I suppose.
What does this have to do with the heart? I mean, is it even organic? Is it mineral? I mean, what is it? What does this have to do with the heart?
Orpheus shakes his head. And you can tell he taps his chin as he thinks back. For her to figure out how to activate that power of the hammer that quickly. The power of... She's channeling the power of the heart to do it. And who knows how much he's been listening to? Who knows how much he's learned? How much power is there? Was it the souls of the dead in that explosion that fed this heart?
All right, so the plan doesn't change. We still find her, we get to her, we kill her, we retrieve the hammer, we stop this, we save the day once again, and then we figure out how to, shrink the heart. Get rid of it, destroy it, maybe?
Orpheus just takes a step back, and he turns, and he goes off, and he just sits down on one of the wooden chairs, and he just buries his face in his hand, and he just stares off into the middle of the room and drinks. Baba Yaga takes her ladle and disturbs the water, and the scene disappears.
The nature of the crossing that you came in and that you will leave is one that will make sure that only moments have passed. But if you go and face the Eladrin in her chamber with that heart, do you think that if she wishes to use it against you, that you would stand a chance?
No.
We're not going to fight her on her home turf. We're going to draw her out.
How?
Well, I don't know. We haven't gotten there yet, but we have time. You know, we do a little training here while things are slow. We come out stronger.
You need to leave.
She's already got everything she wants. What else can we give her to draw her out?
We have... Pardon my using your name. I don't want to, I don't really know how these things... We have Baba Yaga on our side. She wouldn't have picked us if we weren't... You all look so glum. We can win. We're going to do it again. We always do. We always succeed. And we have Baba Yaga, and we have a brand new Sylvie, who is something like a Baba Yaga. And we're gonna figure it out. We have hope.
Do we?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like a baby Yaga.
Exactly.
My dark midnight,
That is me.
you are filled with such confidence and bravado.
Naturally.
Do you understand? The flesh, and shell, and matter that you saw in that chamber.
No, but that's where we all come in. Surely you have some sort of plan.
There is always a plan. Whether it be mine or the universe's. There's a plan for each and every one of us. Fate is real. But I do not sense enough fear in you, my dark midnight. I am old. Very old. Older than most. But there are some things older than me. Some things far older than me. That heart belongs to one such creature. And that is only one of its hearts. And you have seen what it can do when it is starving, begging for souls, begging for the anima.
Miss Baba, Miss Baba, can I ask a question?
You may, my child.
Who made the chalice of agony?
She pauses for a moment and she peers down her incredibly long nose.
Why do you wish to know that?
Well, because in that vision, we saw some stuff, and then Orpheus said some stuff, like the heart getting bigger because of all of the... No, it was Rhoda who said it. The heart getting bigger because of all of the souls that were killed, potentially for it, and that made me think of the Chalice of Agony, which, fills with souls, and probably, powers it or something. So, yeah, I just want to know.
Souls are power, my children. Mortal souls are power. Even the beings, unimaginable beings before existence existed, crave it, draw power from it. The chalice, the cup of the Lord of Lies, contained many. Had you not put an end to Rougarou, to voracious doom, those souls would have gone to its unending hunger.
Okay, yeah, but I think that kind of asked the question, answer the question that I wanted to know. Yep.
I think the point is that Rougarou was going to feed the souls to the same creature. Is that true?
The same creature.
You mean the one that the heart came from?
Well, that's what I was trying to find out.
Well, then the heart would be 15 times the size. Or more.
Does that heart belong to the hunger below?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to find.
You have been paying attention, my red son.
Oh, thank God you have been.
But it is only fun.
How many are there?
There are some things that even I don't know.
Well, I don't think that's true. Don't let anyone tell you you're stupid. Not ever.
I have spent millennia peering into such mysteries. From what I have divined, my guess is 6.
Six more hearts? Remember, I just died, so cut me some slack if I'm stupid.
I think 6 total.
6 total
Then
what?
again, it's a guess, so it's total hearts.
So more hearts.
So this creature is a physical thing. How did its heart get removed? How did it end up under the bed of 3 green hags?
It was stolen.
What? I'm
You
sorry,
steal
I can't
somebody's
hear you
heart.
over your creepy music box that you were playing in the corner.
It was stolen.
Okay, I can hear now. Alexa, turn it down.
It.
You turn the music down.
A little mouse comes out of the corner and like turns down the music box, flips it shut.
Thanks, Alexa. Oh, Alexa, turn it up.
No, I'm just kidding. It's good.
She narrows her eyes, and there's incredibly dark and beady. It's difficult to tell where the pupil and the iris and the sclera all begin, and it's that darkness. And she says,
You are right that it is a manifestation of a terrible evil. The heart made flesh the only one to achieve flesh in your world. A great war, much sacrifice, much bloodshed, brought down an empire, and killed the beast. But you cannot kill such a creature forever. Or at least that is what the thought was. And I only know now that that heart that you gave to the Eladrin came from the Feywild, stolen by the traitors, Mavis and her whispers.
They stole it from the Feywild.
she just nods at you.
Why bring it to Evantris?
That is where the beast slumbers and dreams and hungers, awaiting its rebirth.
You're trying to wake it up.
That is really unlucky.
It's imprisoned.
Dead, but alive, deep below. Its hunger survives, its hunger lives, its whispers live.
Dead in a sunless sea. Surrounded by millions of horrible fishmen.
That I do not know. But there is power that can resist it. It was defeated once before.
By who?
The forces of the universe all united. But a tale for another time, and even that I only know bits and pieces.
We can't wait.
No, we're just getting to the good part. This is the part of every epic tale where we find out that the good guys, you bestow us with incredible power. We go back to our plane, no time at all has passed. We come out like super people, and we slay the evil and we save the day.
Child, you wish for me to imbue you with powerful strength.
Of course.
That is not how this works, child. You must seek the protection on your own. I even do not know where the other hearts are. I only discovered the one the origin of the Feywild through the betrayal of the Coven of Whispers. But time is of the essence, my children.
So what do we do? Do we stop her and then look for the other hearts? Or vice versa?
We first must find a way to make sure that you survive the encounter. And even more importantly, you survive with your minds intact, your flesh whole, and not servants of the elder evils.
Is that something you can help us with?
I think I can guide you on the path. You once had a brief encounter with the heart when it was at its weakest. There, from the dreams that I saw in my cauldron, there was one among you who touched it and lived.
It was Dobro. I made him. I convinced him. I said, Dobro, I bet you can't touch that. You look pretty weak. And he said, oh no, I'm so strong. I can touch the heart. And I said, I bet you can't. And he did. And then he threw up because it looked painful.
But he survived.
And do you know where he is?
He's so strong.
I'm blushing.
She leans in and says,
It is an impossibility that he survived, much less kept his sanity.
Well, to be fair, there really wasn't much going up there in the first place, and I would have put my money that Rhoda could have touched it and not died either. But, hey, you know better than I do.
What do you mean?
There is something about this Dobro that protected him. A power, an ancient power. My minion, when she touched it, she died instantly and was only brought back with my power. Instantly. And so, I do not even know what it is.
Oh, we've got to find Dobro then.
Are we all gonna just kind of look over the fact that I almost killed Dobro then? He could have just touched it and died instantly. That would have been really fucked up.
Careful what you wish for.
I wasn't wishing for
You
it.
need to be careful. That was for a prank.
I just didn't think he'd do it. Well, I mean, I was hoping he would do it.
You wanted him to do
I
it.
didn't want him to die.
You don't know. We're dealing with things beyond our comprehension.
But to be fair, we didn't know that at the time.
That's what I'm
thought
saying.
we were just broom slapping some witches.
You were just a little kind of gross. I didn't want to touch it myself. I thought maybe for 5 silver pieces he might do it.
It should have killed him several times over.
Sweet gods.
Or even worse, made him a minion, a herald.
But he's not, right? He did survive. We saw him
He
survive.
didn't die, but I guess we don't know the state of his mind beings.
Well, we helped him on a vision quest. I mean,
He seemed good when we left him.
Yeah, he was better than he's
happy.
ever been.
He was strong. He didn't seem different.
He was a champion.
But we don't know if his mind was being controlled by something else puppeting him from another dimension.
Well, we don't know if your mind's being puppeted by another dimension.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
I know.
How do I know to believe you?
You
Maybe the puppet's saying, oh, I'm okay.
Oh my god, what if that is what's happening?
That is an important question. I have observed this one through the trees. But I must examine him. But he must come willingly, for I do not want to risk breaking whatever enchantment it is.
Are you going to make him into a Farkelstein?
Or what?
You know when you cut something up in a bunch of pieces and then you take other bunch of pieces and you stitch them all together and then you put lightning into them, and if they've taken a lot of hit points, it'll heal them straight up. And then they wake up and they go,
There, Sylvie, it's okay. Just rest.
Are you going to make him a Farkelstein?
If you tell us where he is, we can convince him. I convinced him to touch the damn heart. I can say, hey, come visit our friend. Of course, the great Baba Yaga, our overseer.
You will get him.
Easy.
You will bring him back.
Of course.
You will get him to agree to my examinations.
Okay.
You're not gonna hurt him, are you? He's been through a lot.
He will survive, yes.
Oh, so he's not going to be a Farkelstein.
You have to be honest with him when we bring him here.
I
Right?
will tell him what he needs to know, and he will help you how we need him to help you.
I just don't want to.
This is just our first stop.
No, we're not gonna trick him. We're gonna be honest with
I
him.
know. I don't know. I know we wouldn't.
And I promise that after he gets back, we'll tell him I'll take him back to Beaver Creek. For the old time's sake. He and I. And Rodex too if you want.
I don't know how we convince him to show up if we're honest and tell him he's going to be cut up into a bunch of pieces and sewn to somebody
He's
else.
not gonna be cut up. She said he's going to survive. It might hurt a lot, but, he'll be fine.
To be clear, do you need to cut him up to investigate him?
Sylvie, the Farkelstein's not real. He can't hurt you.
I wish I understood half of what you people are talking about sometimes.
She turns to you and says,
He will remain whole. My bright morning.
And not have chicken feet, right?
Why do you keep saying that? Are you ashamed of my chicken?
Well, he's a bear man. He can't be a bear chicken man.
Why not? There's the bear pig.
Because that is very dangerously close to some very seriously copyrighted material.
He's a bear man chicken.
She looks at all of you and says,
We're gonna Farkelstein him. I mean, let's add something.
She peers down her incredibly long nose at you and through her wispy, stringy hair, and she says,
You must do this. If we do not discover the nature of this power and how to harness it, then your world is doomed, and all worlds are doomed.
We'll do it. And he's here, right? He's in this plane. He's in the Feywild. Can you get us there?
We are already there.
Excuse me, what?
We are already there.
In the Feywild?
Like, we'll walk outside the door and Dobro will be right in front of us?
That would be very convenient.
My hut dances across the courts. It takes me where I please.
I didn't even feel like we were moving. I usually get a little seasick.
Does it feel like it's been totally, stationary?
Yep. And she
Really
says,
Get dressed. Gather your things. Prepare. We are in Bearheim. Let me know when you are ready.
Okay.
I'm as ready as I can be. I'm going to be honest, I didn't even think that Bearheim was a real place. I know that we kind of went there, and we helped Dobro with that thing, but, again, he never really had much going on up here anyway, so I was kind of always assumed that he was kind of making it up, or maybe he was confused, or maybe he just in his head. I don't really know.
I didn't really understand. Were we in Bearheim, or did they come to us?
I don't know. What the hell's going to happen when we open that door?
Yeah, and if you notice, we asked multiple times if Dobro was going to be cut into pieces and sewn together with someone else, and not Not even a single time did she say no.
But he'll survive is what she said, and that's all that matters.
And be made whole.
He'll survive as part of someone else, also known as a green Ferkelstein.
Maybe. Perhaps. You will disclose all of that to him. I promise you he'll help. He's going to be so happy to see us, he'll help us out with anything.
I don't know.
I know.
I don't think you can be so happy to help someone out that you cut yourself open to pieces and get sewn to another person to be called a Ferkelstein.
No matter what he gets put through one small trip back to Beaver Creek, it'll fix everything. Cheer him right up.
Nobody in Beaver Creek's gonna be okay seeing only half of him sewn to another half.
There's always one-eyed Dolores. She'll see anyone with one eye.
Orpheus speaks up, still staring, and you can see that he's in deep thought. Can I go back to the mansion, please?
No.
What do you mean?
You look like you were in deep thought.
You come all this way. You wanted to be involved.
I did, but I need to work.
On what?
On how to stop the seed?
Yes. Yes.
Hey, that was my next question, please.
I have an idea.
If you have an idea, all right. So be it.
Do you need us for anything?
No, I have everything that I need.
So just to clarify, are we talking Chateau de Sylvie or Chateau de Sylvie?
The mansion. With my things. With my lab.
Oh, Chateau de Sylvie.
What were the options? You said the same thing
The one
twice.
that Gus set up for me is far inadequate.
Oh. I forgot we had
now
that.
I'm lost again.
Wait, Gus wasn't supposed to give you a laboratory?
He's very persuadable. We both know that.
Oh,
He doesn't really listen. I think that you say he gets about half of the words that you tell him.
I think that's being too generous.
Will you go ahead?
Yeah, okay. Right now?
I need to get to work. Yes.
Well, just tell us, I don't know, contact us if you need anything.
Enjoy the Feywild for me.
Yep, sure.
Yeah, you sure you don't want to meet Dobro? He's a pretty cool guy. I don't know. I mean, we and I were pretty good friends.
The door will be here. He can always come out. Or Dobro can go in.
Well, like Dobro will be here eventually. It's fair, I suppose.
This is getting really uncomfortable as if we don't know each other and we're meeting for the first time, and we found each other on some weird dating app and then met up at a restaurant and sat in weird chairs and only had like 2 seconds to talk to each other.
I don't know what any of that is.
You lost me again.
I need to get to work.
It's been a while since we've seen Dobro.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with Orpheus?
Just saying, you might want to meet him. He's pretty
Are
cool.
you trying to make Orpheus jealous?
No, I'm trying to get him to come along with us.
Dobro's-
I understand he has work to do. I just thought maybe he'd want to see the Feywild.
Because
I do want to see the Feywild.
a big hunky man with a
Alright,
huge
then we'll-
exposed chest that looks like he could smash a watermelon accidentally with his thighs.
Whoa. All right, that was graphic. Duly noted.
And there's a beautiful shimmering gloss of sweat just right over the chest. Not too much, not too little, just enough to make him sparkle like a god in the sunlight.
I'm going to be honest, I don't remember, but your description is very spot on, as if it has never left your brain for an instant.
What? No, I just made that up.
Oh, my apologies.
That's how I remember him.
It's not that far off.
Well,
Yeah.
are we ready? No time like
And that one muscle that throbs in the side of his neck every time his heart beats.
Not where I thought you were.
I didn't know where you were going with that for a minute, Sylvie. Jesus.
One muscle that throbs in the side of his neck.
Oh, mature stream, everyone. All right, let's get Orpheus set up then. I mean, what else do we need to do? I mean, are we ready?
Yeah, I literally cast it when he first asked.
No time like the present, right?
He grabs onto the handle and he opens it and says, someone wants to maybe remember what it looks like so you can show me and some illusions. That'd be nice.
Boom, done. You can do that, right?
What?
Just remember what the Feywild looks like when we go out there,
you
and
could draw
show
some
Orpheus
pictures.
when we get back, like
Oh, you mean?
dancing, moving images.
Oh, yeah, like I do when I cast my nightmares on you.
However you deliver it. And he steps in and closes the door behind them.
All right?
Are we ready?
Yes?
I'm really excited, actually.
Me too.
I know I shouldn't be because we're on like a horrible death mission of some kind, but I don't know.
What else is new? Might as well enjoy
My
ourselves a little.
chicken feet.
Or maybe
That is new. That's
maybe
true.
he's been hearing whispers this whole time, and he's turned into some horrible herald of dark things to come.
Well, if that's the
Don't say
case,
that.
then we really will get to kill him.
I don't want to
Yeah,
kill
no,
him.
just let it loose in my house.
Just to circle back on the chicken feet, is she staying with those, or are they going to like regenerate?
What is your issue with my chicken feet?
I'm just checking.
What?
Chickening. I'm chickening.
Are you making fun of me, Sylvie?
A little.
Baba Yaga waves her hand and a
God.
cauldron instantly empties. And you see her going around pulling out different ingredients. And she waves her hand and you see as two shelves slide apart and a strange cross emerges with manacles at the arms and the legs. And she says,
Time. We do not have.
Right.
Are you ready?
Yeah,
Hey.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Yep.
I'll take my coat or my cloak off of the chair or wherever it was and put it on and get my bow ready. Sling
Sylvie,
it over my back.
I like your chicken feet.
You're lying to me.
They look
Like chicken feet.
nice.
Well, thanks. They're the latest fashion.
They are part of you,
Do you feel like
No.
you need shoes?
my child.
No, my feet aren't cold.
That's good.
And
That's good.
you have the power to change them if you wish.
Yeah? How do I do that? By putting new feet on?
You will
Have
know.
my feet.
You will
before
know.
you ask.
And with that, the door opens and a blinding light shines through, and she passes all of you and goes to Sylvie, and says,
Be safe, my maiden. You have yet more transformation to undergo.
Okay.
and she hands
Thank
you
you.
a little satchel of something. She closes your hand around it and she gives you a little pat on your head.
Thank you, Papaya. I'm gonna walk over
All
here.
right, just through the door there. Hey,
Should I look at this later?
Whenever you wish.
Okay. Yeah, later.
It is yours, my child.
Thank you for everything that you've done for us and for Sylvie, and we will bring Dobro back promptly.
Promptly.
right here.
You see that there's a little bit of a softness as she was patting Sylvie on the head, and as soon as she turns back to you, she immediately stirs up.
Yeah, I mean, that's all right.
Prompt right out now.
All right, and I'm gonna walk out the door.
You
Bye-bye now.
as
Bye, I'll see you soon.
she gives one wave with her hand and turns back to the cauldron as she gets ready. As you step into the light, and the door slams behind you. The door closes behind you, and you are surrounded by trees. As you see up ahead, the tree line is actually broken into a bit of meadow as a cool breeze hits your skin. And you realize now that you're in a huge valley with incredibly tall mountains all around, and you see that off to one side of this valley that the mountains are incredibly snow-covered and in dense pine forests. And the pine forest, it starts to get a little bit warmer, and the snow cover starts to get a little bit less as it goes off into, rather than dense pine and the holly trees, it goes to flowering birches and other styles of deciduous trees. And everything seems to be far more vibrant and larger than life in a similar way that the Mercandral had felt as well. And you smell in the air the scent of the blooming flowers, but also the pine needles. And you also smell the rich, sweet honeys. And you hear off in the distance echoing roars that sound very ursine, and the constant faint buzzing of bees. As you now stand in the glorious valley of Bearheim, and as soon as you stand in this realm, the sound of the bees and the roaring, you start to feel a little different. And everyone to roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Wisdom? Oh no. I'm not good at that.
I rolled a 1. It's fake. Let it ride.
I got a 13. That's probably not good enough.
I got a 16.
Okay. 10.
So the total number, I have an 11. I got
11. I need all of you to roll a d6. Well, Gene, roll the d6 for me, please.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
6.
6.
Or do we only need unique ones?
Yeah.
3.
5.
5.
God.
Anglin,
Uh-oh.
you feel incredibly hungry. And you need to prepare for a long winter. And you need to eat everything that you possibly can.
Couldn't have been more verbal.
Oh gosh, I don't know. Do you smell honey? I'm just. Oh god, I'm hungry.
Oh no, she's gonna annihilate the bee population.
Oh no. I didn't have any snacks on them.
Sylvie.
Eat my legs. Oh no.
Let me get a lick.
Sylvie, you taste something on your tongue. It feels strong, sweet, alcoholic. You feel as if you drank way too much mead.
Uh-oh.
And you are now drunk on mead.
Alright.
Oh boy, I'm so scared.
Breakfast all over.
There's nothing like these prompts that make me so nervous. I hate this feeling because I never know what I'm gonna get, and I'm so scared.
As long as you don't have penises growing all over your body.
Welcome to the Feywild, motherfucker.
Rhoda, you feel a bear-like anger woken up early.
Oh, no!
As you
Makes
feel,
my beard burn!
you feel just a
bear.
bear-like rage, and you feel like you need to pick fights and brawl.
Oh no.
Oh, this is really I hate everything. Is it cold?
This is so calming. Wait a minute.
I think it's really pleasant actually. It's a perfect day for a picnic.
Vandrus,
Oh, here we go.
Should have picked a picnic.
you feel like it is the autumn and it is hibernation time, and you feel so incredibly tired and sleepy, and you really just need a nap.
That was me too.
Oh, this is lovely. I do smell the honey.
You don't have to rub it in.
Is the honey gone?
You turn around and all you see are trees behind you.
I'm gonna, as we're just kind of taking in the sights, I'm gonna lean, sit down, cross my arms and cross my ankles and lean up against the tree and breathe deep. This is lovely. This is nice.
Oh, is anybody else getting dizzy? I feel like I'm spinning.
And I actually am spinning.
Oh no!
Will you cut that out?
Are you alright?
Oh.
There's no need for.
You know what? I think you're
no
probably
need for
just
this.
hungry. I'm hungry. You're hungry.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could use some food
let's-
and a nice
or
snack.
we can get something to
Hungry.
drink. Oh yeah, Mom's so thirsty.
You know,
I'm so thirsty.
maybe we could just keep
You
on
know,
moving.
Annulin, I just want to say, it's so cool to be, two girlfriends together, you know what I mean?
Why do you sound like that?
I don't know what you're talking about. But, I don't know anyone who would walk into the forest with me and, pee alongside me, so I don't have to be alone when I'm out on a date I didn't want to be on. And I just did with you.
Alright, can we get on with this fucking heist?
You know, when you yell at me, Rodak, I feel
We need to go. She said,
really strong
I'm alright, lad. No, I'm gonna throw him over my shoulder, like Sylvie.
I don't think this is necessary. We
I'll
should take
throw
a
him on my
moment.
other shoulder. Anulin, are you coming? Let's go.
I'm coming, yeah.
All right.
Just
Why are you carrying me like this? We just need a moment to take a rest.
Wasting time. Come on, let's go. And I'm gonna start stomping just forward. Dobro!
Do we hear? You said we hear the roar.
You hear the occasional roar of a bear.
That's all around there. It's not like a centralized roaring bear city.
Yes,
perhaps.
yeah, exactly. And you
Roaring
actually
bear
see as you
city.
make your way through, you get out of the tree cover pretty quickly. And as you're leaving, you hear very faintly the footfall of a massive chicken foot and a creaking of wood. And you see off in the distance that the dancing hut is moving very slowly through the trees, kind of skirting the tree line, almost keeping an eye on you. And as you emerge from the cloud cover, or the tree cover, you see that there's a number of villages and even maybe some cities within this, probably villages and towns within this valley, made of quaint logs and woods and a lot of cabins, and you see some smoke rising from the chimneys, and you see actually that there's some also built up into mountains with carved bear-like mouths or entrances. And you see just across this meadow that you're at, there is a bit of a cliff face. You see some shapes, and it's a good distance off, but you see some shapes of humanoids and not humanoids moving about. They seem to be busy building something. You see that there's materials, great logs and slats of wood being carted in and being pulled by these massive bear-like shapes.
Oh, gosh, there's a lot going on here.
Do we have any leads?
Well,
Dobro, is that way?
If I was the most arrogant man in the world, what would I be doing right now?
I wonder, there has to be some sort of a version of Beaver Creek here, right? I mean, that's
like
where I would be if I was here in this lovely, this is almost like heaven, dreamscape of some sort. I could rest here forever.
you mean like a tavern, like an inn?
Yeah, I would. Beaver Creek was some kind of an inn, that's for sure.
I will literally go out with you guys anywhere because I love you. And
We love you too, Sylvie.
you were in my life for like a second, and it was the worst second of my entire life.
There's no reason to be so upset. We're here for you. It's all right. Just,
This is what you get.
maybe just, close your eyes and take a rest, Sylvie. Everything will be all
every time
right.
I close my eyes, the whole room.
Nothing
we're
a
outside.
short nap can't fix.
You guys won't eat pizza much of me.
Oh, that's not... well,
I don't know what any of that is.
I don't know, but it sounded good for a
That
minute.
makes me angry.
It makes me
Well, let's go
mad.
to the inn or the tavern. We'll just find somewhere and see if they have...
Well, we can get a room while we're
pizza?
there too and just rest for a moment until
I don't think we have
time.
time for that, but
I'm gonna look around and see if there's like a tavern or an inn or a sleepy bear
Or
sign.
a cafeteria.
So you're not in a city.
Oh.
You're not in a town, you're in a clearing of a meadow, and you saw off ahead that there was some construction going along besides this cliff.
Well, that was totally misrepresented to us.
Is that I'm picking up what you're putting down. Is that the closest thing to us?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, we'll go to the closest sign of civilization. All right, come on. And I'll kind of, with them over my shoulders, I'll just start stomping.
Wait.
I'll be looking for like
Rodek,
berries or anything.
you can put
as
me
we
down.
go.
Rodek, please, you can put me down.
Yeah, like if you
It's
don't
all
put
right,
me down,
please.
I'm gonna totally ride.
You're not going to fall asleep, are you?
I'm not gonna fall asleep.
All right,
Why would you think that I'm gonna fall asleep?
All right, let's go.
As soon as he takes off, though, you notice that I'm walking at half speed.
Oh.
Dude, this should take all day, Vandris.
I don't understand why we're all in a hurry.
Oh
I'm
my
just.
god, look behind us. There are two Vandresses.
What?
No, it's just so...
Oh my god.
Hurry up, lad. Come on.
Oh, all right. And I pick up my pace a little bit.
You make your way slowly across this meadow as you see as it gets closer and closer, and you actually see now that in this cliff face with these great pines and birch trees all around it seems to be this large cave. And you can see through it, almost as shining with gold, and you realize now that it's smeared honey along the walls of this, and you see some splintered wood and shattered bits of pottery. And as you see a great number of humanoid figures, and as you approach, you actually can make out that there's a large number of humanoid-shaped bear men, as they're all going around and they're building some sort of construction around this. And you see that there is also a number of actual bears. Some of them are dragging wagons. Others are, bless you. Others are using their paws to push these great logs into place in this building construction. And you see at the center of all of it a large mountain of a man with an incredibly long, shaggy mane of brown hair, with a huge, bushy beard, a massive bear pelt and with claws, a great blue bear tattoos through the bare parts of his arm, but you can only see little bits of tattoo, and you see on his back is no axe, but a huge blackened maul. And you see that there's a big skin of meat at his side, as you see Dobro, as he's pointing and giving orders to these bear men as they're constructing and trying to put a new gate, a new door into place on this large cave.
So it looks like something was destroyed?
Yes.
Okay.
And you can kind of hear his voice, and it's unmistakable. It's like, no, that is completely wrong. That is ridiculous. That's a terrible craftsmanship. And like, try it again. And you actually realize now as you approach that he's far hairier, and he looks older than you met him. Than when you last left him, and more than the 9 months that it's been. Maybe 8 months that it's been since you've parted ways, he looks considerably taller, probably at least a foot to 2 feet taller.
Holy shit!
That's him.
All right,
It's
that's
Dobro.
him.
We found him. That was.
Oh my gosh! Let's go see him. Let's go see.
Yeah, of course. Well, there's no reason to wait any
Can I
longer.
put you down now? Take care of yourself.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. It's just been so long since we've seen Dobro, and it just looks nothing like
I know.
And
And I'm gonna try to bring her in
how do
closer.
I deal with
It's
the
all right.
loneliness I feel when you're so far
Let it-
away yet so near? Oh my god, that's poetic.
Just let it all
Can you write
out.
that down?
Let it all out.
That was really good. I could write a song. What were you saying? Wow, you're hot. Hi.
What?
Do you like my feet?
And then I'm gonna awkwardly.
you do.
I'm gonna awkwardly
I get like this strange
I'm
feeling
gonna
you're into
awkwardly
this
let her
chicken
go
shit.
and take a step back and say, I think we should go say hi to Dobro now. Yeah?
Did you see that? He totally blew me off. I knew it.
All right, I'm gonna throw Sylvie back over my shoulder. Let's get this over with. And we'll walk up to Dobro.
You do that, and as you approach, you see that there are there's rows of pots of honey that seem to be spilling over a little bit, that seem to be off to the side, and occasionally a bear will lean down and lap some up as they continue to work.
Oh god! Look, there's spilling everywhere. It's just wasteful.
And I'll just run my finger along anywhere where it's dripping, just kind of. Oh gosh! I'll just be cleaning.
Yeah, you find empty pots and you do that.
Not doing this. It's just overfilled. It's just not. It's not sensical.
And I'll just guzzling.
I missed you, Hazel.
And as soon as you start doing that, you see Dobro. Someone's eating my. Who's the thief? And he turns, and you see Dobro turn around. And as he looks at you, you actually see that he has these sharp fangs, and his face. You can tell now that he's several years older. He looks like than the last time you left him, and he looks at you. Who's stealing my?
Hi, Dobro.
Dobro. It feels like it's been forever.
Have I been drinking meat? I thought I was gonna wait at least another hour or 20 minutes.
No, it's us.
It's us.
It's been a long time.
We missed you.
This is like my dream. Are you sure you're real?
Look, I'll take out my shark
I haven't even
skin
drinking.
amulet.
I'm wearing the cloak, the bat cloak still, you know.
It's us, look!
He stumbles forward. Tell me something that only you would know. That I would know that you would know. If you're really my friends that I haven't seen in like 3 or 5 years.
It's not been that long at all.
3 or 5 years? No, it's been a few months.
Well,
Maybe,
it's been that long for us, but it's been longer for him.
That's ridiculous.
It's not. It's.
I think that's how the Feywild works.
I feel like they would have told you that when you got here.
Well, I don't know. Fucking time works here. I just do what I just do what the Bear King says. And now I'm trying to seal off this vault.
Volta, what? Why?
The honey, because these bears keep fucking stealing all the honey.
Oh, no!
Every single time. I've done great things. I was a hero, and I've gone all over the Feywild and killed a lot of cool stuff.
Is that what's up on the walls there? And I'm running a finger along the wall.
He smacks your hand.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's awful. It's terrible.
Dobro, it is really us. Piccolo is doing well, and she sends her regards and misses you very deeply.
Make a persuasion check. Straight.
Let me check my skills, because I am feeling very persuasive. 25.
25. He kind of blinks and he rubs his eyes, and he says, "You really are real."
Yeah, it's us.
Sharpbane.
Dobro Grizzlepaw to you.
Dobro Grizzlepaw?
Yeah, no, it's not impressive that I killed a giant shark. That any baby could do that. Are you kidding me? Are you maybe someone like you would find that impressive, Rodak, who I now know is the real Rodak and not from my horrible nightmares that I have every night.
Jeez,
I told you.
There was a lot
Yeah.
to kind of unpack there that you just kind of laid out on us. What have you been up to?
Oh, they're cool guys. They're cool. Get back to work, and you see there's like a bunch of bears and bear men. They have their weapons drawn. They're growling and roaring. Get back to work.
They're cool guys. They're
cool.
with me.
They're with me. It's fine.
Don't panic.
I think I need a little bit of a break anyway.
They're not normal bears. They're cool bears.
You hear one of the bear muttering, "Shut up! Every job needs a supervisor, and that's why I'm the champion of the Bear King. Are you the champion of the Bear King? I didn't think so. Get back to work." And he reaches down and he rips out a tree stump and just moves it like 2 feet over and sits on it. So what brings you to Bearheim? I thought I said never come here. It's too dangerous.
I didn't remember that at all.
I don't remember that. I don't remember. It's been
I don't
very
think
fuzzy.
you actually
I think
said
he
that.
may have said something like that.
I know that the last time we saw each other, I really was unpleasant, but I missed
I miss you too.
I don't know what's gotten into these two. Well, 3 really. Well, you're always a little grumpy, but gosh, I just.
Hold on, I brought my own lunch. I hope you don't mind if I start eating.
Of course, you fucking. I'm gonna sit down after I do a big stretch, and then I'm gonna sit down on the ground and say,
What have you got there?
please don't let us stop you. Feel free to eat. We have a lot that we need to discuss, but
Is that a number 13 from Jersey Mike's? Because that's my favorite kind of sandwich.
How did you know that it was a sandwich?
we have eyes. We can see
I
what you're
feel like
eating.
I've been warned of this in my dreams. Wait a minute. And he stares at you. I think there's something going. Oh, okay. You guys are more. Well, I guess you're new to Bearheim. I think that. Well, I have something for this. And you see, there's a small clay pot of honey on his on his hip, and he pulls it out and he takes the this honey dropper and he says, "Okay, open wide. $1 for each of them." Oh, someone's hungry. You get $2.
She's gone. She's gone.
Get a screenshot of that.
I can't. Well, okay.
Just rewind your life.
Well, with that, I'm gonna go get some coffee. Hey, a filthy lie! Thanks for the raid!
We'll take a break. We'll take a break. Can I see that again?
Redemonstrate for us, please.
Dobro has whipped out his honey rod, and he just drops two
His
big old
sticky
dollops.
honey rod.
His two big dollops.
It's like when you're in church and they do that thing with holy water. It's like all over your
Jesus.
It's like the sticky.
What church did you go to?
You know what I'm talking about? The holy water where they do that thing.
Yeah,
and they say, "Oh, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit." I didn't really pay much attention in church.
You got the gist of it.
I didn't either. As two sweet globs land on your tongue, Annulin. And, okay, who's next? Who's a hungry boy or girl?
I look satisfied.
Dobro, I mean, listen, there's something very important that we need.
Just tip his head back. Fenris!
He grabs her head, opens it. There we go. Okay, who's next? There we go.
You think I'm good?
Totally couldn't have any right now, or I'd be sick all over the place.
What if he mixed it with a little
Oh
bit of
my
meat?
god, you know, it'd be really good. Let's get a pizza. And watch
You
a
keep
movie.
saying pizza, and I really like the sound of it.
Yeah, I don't know, like it just keeps coming to me that we should really
It sounds like
pizza.
feet.
And we just sit on my bed. Oh my god, we're not anywhere near my bed. And you know who is my sister.
Yeah, I've
my
seen this.
fucking sister.
I've
is
seen
near
this
my
before. You
bed.
need some honey. Here, have a glob. He grabs your face. Okay, one for you. Okay, and the
And I walk and I say, you think I'm going to suckle on your stick just because you asked me to? Who do you think I am? And I try to knock it out of his hand.
Oh, Rhoda,
Usually saying please does the job.
I want to pull on his beard. I want to try to pull
Okay,
on his
athletics
beard.
contest.
Oh
What are you
boy!
doing?
You're gonna get like helicopter, like hanging onto his beard.
Let's let it ride.
No.
Athletic. That's a 14 for me.
14. He effortlessly grabs your, because he got a 30.
It's like
I
that.
was trying to grab his beard, and he just.
It's like that meme of the Kyrian when they grab you and fly you through the dungeon.
Hold on. And he's like, I fed medicine to my bear this way, okay? And he like rubs your throat.
like trying to punch his.
You big meanie!
And he rubs your throat, and suddenly all of the effects of Bearheim seem to be cleansed from your mind.
Oh, what the?
I liked your emergency shut-off switch.
Always include that for you DMs.
Dobro!
I really hit the spot.
I don't know what was going on, but it's so good to see you. And I actually give him a hug.
Hey, it's good to see you,
I'm
Dennis.
so sorry.
Now
it's
that I know
great
that
to
you
see
guys are the figments of my imagination.
My energy's returned.
I'm
He's like,
so
oh, Bruno,
sorry.
we need to do a big group hug.
Yes.
Like, we're basically all party hugs.
Yeah, let's have
Wait,
a
weren't there like
I'm
5 of
nuzzling
you?
him.
Weren't there like 5 of you?
No, just us four.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds about right.
Well, there were, but it was, you know, Ganji had to go his separate ways.
Oh, Ganji, does he still wear those nerd goggles?
Well, no, actually, he wears the nerd
yeah.
goggles now.
Oh,
but that's
Rhoda,
all
come
right.
on. I mean, I was expecting from Ganji.
Oh
but
no,
you-
I wear different nerd goggles.
Oh,
He
I see.
wears the dark vision ones. He took
Oh,
those.
of course. Sorry, they're all
Classic.
nerd goggles to me.
Well, have a seat. Here, rude of me. And he rips out some more stumps.
No, you don't.
And
just
puts
said,
it around him.
All right.
Listen, I do want to catch up. I want to know what you've been up to, but we are. This is a very important reason why we're here. I'm more than happy to drink the night away and retell stories and tell about the time that we killed a black dragon and a vampire lich. We've seen some unbelievable things, and we have to tell you about them.
Even you would be impressed with some
That's
of the things
amazing.
that we've done.
Why the hell did I leave you
I
guys?
just died, and now I have chicken feet.
Look at her feet.
Wow! You don't have chicken feet in my nightmares, but now you probably will. Well, anyway, I'm gonna enjoy my lunch. Wow! He opens up like this wooden lunchbox, and he pulls out this wrapped sandwich. He opens it up, and you can see there's the delicious meat and some vegetable and some sauce that are dripping out. And he takes a huge bite. That is the good stuff.
Sorry, I don't have enough for everybody, but you can have some honey.
That's
What kind of
that's fine.
sandwich is it?
Oh, this is Reuben.
What's that?
It's a type of sand. It's the greatest food on the planet. I picked it up every single morning. I go down to Philadelphia. It's not very far. I go to Gino's Deli, the best Reubens in all of Bearheim. Let me tell you.
Oh, well, could we get one sometime?
Well, if you come back, but I think that he'll serve you probably.
Right.
And anyway, I get it every morning, and then I come back. And I'm always telling, Gino, my man, my dude, like, they're stealing my honey, and these are all of the new traps and everything that I'm doing, and, like, they're getting around all of it. I have no idea what's wrong.
Wait. So you're saying that there are bears that are stealing the honey?
Yes!
And they're different than these bears, and I point to the bear men.
No, well, if these guys steal the honey, then I will smash them with my maul. They know. I pay them.
I get who are these bears that are stealing honey? What does that have to do?
I don't know. If I knew that, I wouldn't be dealing with this.
All right, I'm sorry.
Did
We're
they
getting off
fly
topic.
out of Bearheim in a flying car shaped out of, like, dead guards and stuff?
I've never been here. I've done a lot of wacky shit to keep this together, and it keeps breaking. They keep heisting the honey.
Sylvie, where do you come up with this stuff?
What do you mean?
Ridiculous.
I don't even know what that means.
Was it like a wagon that can fly?
It's just a thing
That
I
doesn't make
heard of
sense.
once.
You have quite the
And there was
imagination.
a bear named Vinny.
Really?
Yeah, and he
That's
was
a
the
funny name for a
mastermind
bear.
of the whole thing.
Well, I don't.
That doesn't sound right at all. I don't believe that
Why
for a
would
second.
bear be named
Yeah,
Vinny?
and he
This is a strange name for a bear.
put all the cages and guard pieces together, and he made a ship out of it, and they flew out.
Can a bear be named Vinny? Do you know any
I
bears
guess a
named
bear
Vinny?
can be named anything.
Yeah, I actually think I've heard of it. Yeah,
Yeah, and
I
there
know
was
Vinny.
Rhonda.
All right.
She was a little used up.
Huh. How do you know all this?
What's that mean exactly?
She makes up quite the stories.
Oh, well, you know what? Let's get to business. While I finish my sandwich.
Well, and there was a 400-pound actor named Beartran. And he loved a song called Penny and the Jets.
I don't know where
And
he's
then,
getting it.
that Chino guy you were talking about with the sandwiches, he was there.
Well, you have
But
a
it
very
was
vivid
really
imagination.
gross.
There's no way that Gino be there. He sells sandwiches. He doesn't ice honey. That's ridiculous.
You might want to look into that guy. Because I'm pretty sure that in the story I made up that he was stealing the honey because his sandwich business was going under and he couldn't watch all the documentaries on basic cable.
Listen, Sylvie's been through a lot.
I have a lot of
lately.
cables. I'm using the bullies to get this up.
She recently died. She's come back to life.
I wouldn't know. I've never known
a
to kill
very
me.
harrowing experience. So just let her get it all out. Just nod and smile, and we'll get through this.
So your name is Grizzlepaw. Now. Yes, exactly right. Is it because you're a Bear King kind of guy? I'm the champion of the Bear King.
You do
Exactly.
look quite a bit hairier and
Yes, I thought. Thank you.
toothy.
No, you're
Well,
taller
I've noticed,
too.
especially under the armpit.
I saw
that's,
that.
Yeah, it's very.
I mean, I wasn't looking, but I did notice that this awesome song came on just now.
Well,
Don't mind me. I have to get my jitterbug.
I have to get my
Hold on. That's my. It's my musical bees.
The buttons are extra large for my bear
It's
fingers.
just a bunch of bees in a jar that rattle.
And they just buzz.
They whisper
It's
you a
buzzing
message
that
when you
song.
answer.
Hold on, I accidentally hit the on button. Let me turn that off. A little bit of music helps the guys work a little bit harder.
Sounds like the Home Depot commercial.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I've lost track
All
of
right.
what we were saying.
We have a lot to catch you up on, which I would be happy to do in excruciating detail. But we're kind of on a time crunch here.
We are.
And the short part of all of this is that we need your help yet again, because you are the magnificent Bear King champion, champion of the Bear King, which I'm sure no one could ever dethrone you from that magnificent title.
Let me hold on. He reaches in and grabs another one.
Essentially,
Oh, it's good to have a backup.
the fate of all of Avantris and perhaps worlds beyond even this plane are in the balance at stake here, and we need you. You're the only one who can help us.
And for full transparency, we have to tell you the whole story.
Well, we're not there yet.
And
we're
that
not there
is
yet.
it will result in you being cut up into little
No.
pieces.
No. This is
a ridiculous story.
No.
And sewn onto another body until
Definitely
you
not.
become a purple slime.
I'm willing to explain all of it in
This is the
time.
most ridiculous story I've ever heard.
I'm willing to explain all of it.
Because you think that you really are dealing with the world-ending adventures, you, Vandrus. No, I don't think so. That part is what Sylvie said. I believe that.
No one's going to chop you up.
I don't need Cargelstein.
I'm willing to tell you everything
What's
that you
a
know, but that's
Cargelstein?
the short. That's it in short. Are you willing to help us at least hear us out?
Even though it will result in your untimely death.
No,
in the hands
you're not going to
of
die.
Baba
We have it on very
Yaga.
good authority that you're going to be fine. It's gonna hurt a lot. If I know anything about anything, you helping us is gonna cause you a lot of pain.
But basically,
You're not really making a strong case.
I know, but you're our friend.
the point is
And
that
the thing is, Baba Yaga said that you wouldn't be able to withstand the pain, I think. And Vandra said, no, that's not true. He's like, Joe's really strong. I bet he could withstand the pain.
Man, we're just getting right to it.
And she was like, no, I don't think he could. He's not strong enough.
Someone said I couldn't withstand pain. My tolerance for pain is very strong.
Yeah. And we said, well, we'll bring him here, and then we'll show you. And so now we're here. Right? That's what happened?
it's a challenge. We brought you a challenge.
Are you
But it's
saying
like
that
the
someone
most
doubted
important
how much
challenge.
pain I can take?
Oh, no.
Do you know how
that
many
was
things I've
into
killed?
relation to you
You know how many
picking up the
monsters I've
heart.
killed?
Are you looking for a challenge?
Is someone trying to challenge Dobro Grizzlepaw, the champion of the Bear King?
That's right.
Certainly sounds that way.
That sounds like they've met their match and their doom.
And if you win, you might save the world.
And he reaches in and says, man, I've had to switch to 4 sandwiches a day, a lunch now. A lunch. I mean,
Sandwiches a day,
I think I'm the one that keeps Gino in business. I don't know how he stays open. I mean, there's never anyone in there.
It's definitely not because he heisted on me.
Are they going to all be like, okay, building this gate or wall
Can
without
you
you
like
here?
deputize a foreman?
No, I could deputize a foreman, yeah, for sure. I mean, old Grumball can take care of it.
Grumble?
Grumball, see the sun bear guy over there?
Grumble.
Yeah, Grumball.
Like grumble? Or like,
He's the best eater of my crew, so I know that he's
well, you don't want
can
someone
be
who's
the
going to
leader.
eat your crew.
No, I trust a bear that can eat a lot.
Fair enough.
Alright.
That's how we measure things here in Bearheim. You wouldn't know that coming from the prime material plane.
I mean, that's where you're from.
Not anymore.
Well, no,
Well,
you're still from there.
Not anymore. Right. I mean, you've moved. You've changed.
I moved on to bigger and better
Now they
things.
move.
Bigger, better, and better things.
You have a new address, but you're still from Avantris.
Psh, I traveled all over Avengers. I don't need to see any more of it.
Well,
How
right.
does the doom and death of everyone you ever knew back home, does that bother you at all?
Yeah, I mean, that's if you're right about that. But I mean, do you really think that
We
you guys
are.
are going to stop it? If it's the end of the world, it's into your hands, and they're probably doomed anyway.
Well, that's why we need you.
You're the first step. Don't worry about the end of the world yet, but we need you to at least have a chance.
So, what you're saying is that someone said that I couldn't handle something. Bit of pain, I would like to prove them wrong, make a persuasion check at advantage.
Oh, that's a deep
Shabba, shabla, goo.
That is very
27.
27. Okay. He looks at you and he says, and there's all sorts of crumbs and bits of meat in his beard as he eats more ravenously. And he says, "No, I need an after. I need a little bit of dessert." He picks up a whole honey pot and he's taking handfuls of it. Hold on a second. I need to finish up here.
is
I'm
it
still
more
not full.
efficient to pour it or just drink it?
Oh, I like to pull it and get all sticky. You know what I mean? It's a little bit for later.
I understand that.
Are you usually this hungry?
I'm a big fella. I'm a growing boy.
I was gonna say he's like at least 3 feet taller than the last time we saw him. He probably weighs like 600 pounds.
Can you tell us
In a good way.
the dreams that you have?
No, the horrible nightmares I have every night. Yeah,
Aye, about us?
It's probably the Feywild is what I thought it was. Doesn't everyone in the Feywild have horrible nightmares? I think that's just kind of the thing.
Are they always about the same thing?
No, they're just about like me eating a lot and consuming and like achieving desires and greatness and you were there and you were there and you were there and you were there in some of them. Not all. Sometimes I eat you. You know, sometimes
You eat
that's
us.
yeah. And I'm this giant great bear and I have all sorts of cool appendages and then I get to eat all of you. If you know what I mean.
All right. Well,
And I have a really cool appendage.
so we do know what you mean.
Sometimes there's a giant, there's an all-you-can-eat buffet, and they have little mini Reubens, and it's literally miles of it.
How about
and
this?
Miles of mini Rubens.
Miles of
We're
Reubens.
really picking up what you're putting down. How about this? Hear me out. We take you to Baba Yaga, who said that you couldn't handle the pain, but we know that you can. You come willingly. Wait, hold on.
What did you say?
Well, we're getting there. Let me finish. And then I promise that she'll probably help you with these horrific nightmares. They'll go away forever. And then when it's all said and done, we get to go back to the prime material plane when you feel like it for a little action at Beaver Creek, if you know what I'm saying.
A little action at Beaver Creek.
Right, for old time's sake.
I mean, it's been a long time. I'm a different man.
Well, you can't be that different.
Okay, you've convinced me, but... I mean, you drive a very hard bargain.
Yeah, so you prove yourself as a champion,
That was easy.
no more nightmares, Beaver Creek, help save the world.
So all I need to do... Well, I mean, obviously, I am the champion of the Bear King, so I gotta ask, you know, old Honey Paws.
All right, that shouldn't be an issue, right? I mean, you're out of
and I'm
leave.
sure, like, I've never heard of that name, but I'm sure that he'll be fine with Baba Yaga. And as soon as he finishes saying the syllable Baba Yaga, the final you hear a thunderous roar
Oh,
in
no.
in the
Oh, no.
in the mountains behind you,
Well, we may have miscalculated a bit.
and the ground around you starts to rumble and quake as you see bits of rock from these massive spiraling mountains fall down and shake, and you see off in the distance trees moving. And the rumbling of the earth as you hear as something massive is coming at you through the forest.
Not to be scared or anything, because I wouldn't be, but what is that? And should we run? Do I need to hide?
Oh no! I mean, perfect timing. I just gotta go ask old Honey Paws if everything's okay, and then I'll probably be ready to go.
All right.
Is that him?
This happens regularly.
He just...
No, I mean this is very strange. I've never just said a word and suddenly he starts charging at us.
All right.
I'm sure that's fine. I don't know, is it Baba Yaga? And you hear the roar boom out.
There's no need to panic. No need to panic.
I'm a little scared.
As you hear a crackling and splintering of wood as the pine and the birch trees splinter above you, and a massive shaggy grizzly bear leaps from the cliff above and lands down, slavering over you with this bestial anger and rage. And you see as it starts to shift and contort and shrink back down as it takes the shape of a man. Massive beard, almost like Dobro, but much wider and stouter and much taller, and it has a similar maul, a similar pot of honey covered in hunting leathers. And he looks at all of you and says, "Who's bringing this witch to my doorstep?"
That's a very valid question. For what?
There's more than evil witches about? And how dare you bring her filthy bog stench here?
Okay, now, that's wholly unnecessary. She's not evil, she's very helpful, and we didn't really bring her there. She brought us here, and we just need to borrow Dobro for just a little bit to help save this.
Where's the witch?
Well, she's...
Well, I'm technically a witch.
I can smell her on you.
I know that's because she's my patron or something.
She's not welcome here and she knows it.
Your Honor, Highness?
That's probably good.
Old Honey Paws, you know that.
Well,
It's good to see you again.
It's been a while, but we met once.
just
I'd say the same.
We didn't mean to bring anything bad into your land, but we're here on a mission to help save a lot of people, in this place included, we think. We need Dobro's help.
That's exactly right.
Because there's this Fae woman named, what's her name again? What's her name?
I don't want to say.
We have to say it, the Thorn Mother.
Oh.
Varia
Blooming Crown.
Blooming Crown?
I thought you meant Baba Yaga.
And she stole this really horrible heart thing, and she has this dwarven axe thing, and she's gonna destroy many worlds, and probably even the Feywild too, because she's just so mean.
Take it easy. Take it easy, Lonnie Paws. It's fine. These are friends. They guided me. They helped me come here. And, it's okay. Apparently, this Baba Yaga person's not very nice. Or maybe she is a little too nice. A little broken heart. I don't know the situation here. She's a little tender.
She's been very nice to us.
But, I feel like someone said that I couldn't do something, and I need to prove them wrong.
Do you remember all those... Well, I guess for you, years ago, when I convinced you to touch that horrible, throbbing, fleshy heart. And it hurt real bad and you threw up.
Oh, yeah, that was a terrible moment in my life,
But
yes.
you did it.
Yeah, I did it.
Well, allegedly, that should have killed you outright, instantly.
Well, nothing can kill me.
Well, the heart should have, but it didn't. And that is why we need you. Because you have something special about you, which goes without saying, of course. Well, we need to learn how to do that, and not touch the heart and die.
There must be a reason why nothing can kill you.
Is there? I just thought it was because I was great. And the Bear King steps forward, and you see this old familiar, the Bear King from the first adventure,
The very first episode.
The very first episode.
The Bear King
stomps forward as he looks at all of you, and says, and his eyes look a little wide, and concerned and angry, and as he sniffs you with his bulbous nose. I should have known that it was her that was pulling all the strings. They're so much far worse than hags, than wishes. I'm trying to protect my people, and you want to take my champion from Bearheim. For how long?
Just like a little bit of time, not too long.
Not long. It won't take very long at all.
I frankly get a little confused with the passing of time in different places, but I think also not long.
Is there anything you need we can trade or give you?
Haggle.
Hey!
What? Oh, you thought that was funny?
No, the hag stuff. We don't need to...
Oh, sorry.
We're not trying to take your champion. We're just... We need to borrow him to help you and to help your people. We know you want to keep them safe, and we want that too. We want to keep everyone safe.
And you're trying to do something with the Summer Court? You're trying to fight Titania?
Not really.
Does he look scared when he says that?
He looks a little scared and a little...
Oh, do we?
A little bit of a fear boner.
No. If anything, we're trying to help the Summer Court in a weird roundabout way, but it's for the good of this whole plane and all of the other planes and Prime Material Plane and all of that good stuff. We just need to borrow Dobro. He's the key to the first step to potentially solving this horrible mess we're all in.
And he stays in the Feywild?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is the hag going to lay a hand on him?
She has to.
Probably.
She has to examine him. Yes, that's what she said. We told her we would come here in complete transparency, telling the truth. No need for subversion or lies. He needs to come with us willingly.
That's right. We're not trying to steal him away.
And she promised he would survive. And I told him it's probably gonna hurt like all the 9 hells.
Witch!
And he looks off to the trees of this meadow, and you can see him sniffing as he's trying to glimpse something through the trees.
What did she ever do to you?
What hasn't that hag done?
Go on.
I will not explain myself to mortals.
Oh, all right. Sorry, I keep your secrets.
A bargain. A Fey pact. Fine.
What's a Fey pact?
I've killed you a million
It's an agreement.
It's those things that Sylvie
You're
always
going to
used
help.
screw you over.
You're going to help the summer court, aren't you?
I'm gonna try.
Is
I
that a
guess.
yes? I'm not sure. I'm getting lost here.
I probably.
As a sideline quest.
Yeah, it's kind of
perhaps?
it's all connected.
You'll get me audience with the summer queen.
We can
We
certainly
can
try.
try.
Yeah, hey, we can do that.
I have tried for so long. We need help. If she's strong and her husband is stronger. But don't tell the rest of that.
All right. Does that need? We can have Dobro first, and then or how's this work?
We'll owe you
What's the order?
once we deal.
And you
with...
need to prove yourself.
What, again?
Trials!
We already did that. Remember all those these? Oh, we did it.
You
We did
gave
the
us
thing.
all, and we had the little the things, the coiny things.
I gave you the honey gold medallions. Wait, let me see all of them.
See,
Oh,
I thought I saw these two.
But you don't have mine.
They do.
No, I gave mine in the museum.
You did?
Yeah.
I pull out candies and I don't say anything.
1, 2, 3, 4. You do have a little bit of respect for old honey paws after all.
Of course, we have more than a little.
you're
But-
begging.
I am a bear that loves his trials.
Oh, good.
Alright, well, it's probably a faith thing. That's sort of how this all works.
So trials, audience with the queen and king of the summer.
And Dobro does not leave the Feywild.
And Dobro does not leave the Feywild.
And he comes back to help defend my damn honey den.
All right.
Is that why you need the summer court's help? To defend your honey?
I mean, that's part of it.
All right. All right.
Is there like a larger war brewing here, or...?
Didn't I tell you that when I said goodbye to you all those years ago?
Oh, it's
To be honest, we were very bewildered with everything that was happening at that time. There's a lot going on.
It feels like years and years.
We were having technical difficulties with our audio.
Trials. Bear trials.
You will not get out of it.
Alright, let's do some bear trials. I'm ready. I start like combing my beard with my fingers.
I lean over to Rodak and kind of like under my breath I say, I will eat 10 gold pieces if one of these trials doesn't have to do with collecting honey.
I think they all might have to do with honey.
Son of a
Get ready.
And Dobro looks up and says,
Am I supposed to fight them? Like, no, we'll have other champions. Not you. Grumball, though, you have to come over here.
Listen, I don't want to step out of line or assume anything, but I would just say that since the last time that we've met, we've experienced a lot of things, and I would just not pick any random bear man to step into the ring with us.
well, we don't have to.
Are you doubting my fine bear folk?
No, that's fine. Whoever you choose.
I'm not
Hey?
doubting anyone. I'm just letting you know, for everyone's safety, we should just be appropriately matched up.
Well, we don't have
Is
to
all.
kill anybody. It's a
I just don't
trial.
want to harm anyone.
Well, then don't.
This poor bastard is clearly just trying to build. Look, he's a blue-collar worker. And he's gonna step in the ring, and the next thing you know, Rodak's gonna bam, knock all his goddamn teeth out.
I'm sure the Feywild has a way to deal. He'll be fine. We're not going to hurt him too bad.
Well, excuse me for having a little bit of, care for some of the people here.
Or
Why
if-
don't you tell us what the trial's going to be, and then we'll freak out about things later?
Fine, all right,
Good plan.
all right. Like I said, I didn't mean to step out of line.
We're gonna see if you can match real bears. With climbing,
Oh, here it comes.
eating honey,
Yeah, all right.
wrestling, and the Jamboree.
Lord.
Jamboree, that was the thing last time. Have they started a band since we've been gone?
There might be a Bearheim.
That was for Dobro. I need to see if you puny, skinny folk can even stand a chance.
I just don't even. What are we going to do with the Jamboree? Sylvie plays the flute. Sort of. What are we going to do?
What do you mean, sorta?
Well, I mean, you
I
can
hit
blow
at least
into it.
3 of the 15 notes in that last song.
That's right, exactly. All right. Well, okay. What do we have to do?
Okay, who's doing what?
Who's doing what?
I'm doing the jamboree.
Well, can we get at least a little bit more? Fine, you have an instrument, you do the jamboree. Whatever that means, do the jamboree.
Dobro, go gather your things, and you can go join your friends after they've passed their trials.
Can we get a little bit more information?
She's eating honey.
Yeah, obviously.
Me?
Aye.
Well, either you have to eat the honey or wrestle the bear, and...
Well, no, he's
Lord
definitely
knows I'm not wrestling a bear.
I thought I should climb.
And I have to eat the honey.
I don't know.
It's gonna go right to my hips.
He can climb. Look at him. He weighs like 3 pounds. He'll be fine.
A little more than that, please. Give me a little credit where credit is due.
Okay, alright, okay. Alright. Okay.
All right, okay.
What, do you want rock, paper, scissors for it? I mean,
I don't know.
Sorry, paper, scissors, parchment, shears, boulder quartz. What? I don't remember this game. It's a stupid game.
Daniel, look, you've seen what Vandris thinks is a lot of food. It's like 3 chicken tenders, and maybe like a handful of French fries.
That is a good point. I am on the wall of big boys and respectable cats.
Right.
That's it. I'll eat the honey.
No.
Well, you do know that although they are doing manual labor, that this is the personal band of bears that accompanies my champion.
What does that mean?
They're some of the greatest bear warriors and wrestlers and eaters and climbers in all of Bearheim.
I don't care.
I think he'll climb. How does climbing?
You're gonna eat the honey? Grumbo, come over here.
I'm gonna eat the honey. Grumbo is gonna be so sick of eating honey.
I'm prepared for eating the honey.
What?
What?
I don't have time for this. I have
Come
honey.
on, Reese! As he yells out. And you suddenly hear a loud droning and a buzz, and from all of the forest around you, you see these giant bees flying out, bringing in all sorts of different things in their legs. You see large jars of honey. You see instruments. You see rows and rows of chairs and stumps, and they just like clockwork. They start perfectly building some sort of strange stage and seating and all sorts of small structures for these trials. And you hear the loud droning and buzzing as 4 bears walk up, and you can see that they're starting to get ready to compete. And the Bear King looks at all of you and says, "This is how we do things here in the Feywild. Trials, packs."
I've never been more ready for anything.
And it's not the first time for us.
Yeah, exactly. Bears eating honey, please. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of.
Well,
I eat a bear.
You better win.
I'm going to win.
You better.
Are you kidding me? I'm literally the greatest at everything I've ever tried. And I'm just gonna add this to the list. Eating honey.
You might like that one time you tried to unlock that cellar door, but you didn't know how to do it because you failed. Or that one time
No. I didn't fail. I gave her the things and I said, go ahead and try it.
Or that one time you tried to put on a disguise and you didn't.
Well, I technically put the disguise on, but we don't have to talk about the result of the disguise, all right?
Or that one time 30 seconds ago where you leaned over to me and said, how much you want to bet one of these has to do with honey?
Oh, that's
I
right.
hate honey.
And then when I'm done the honey, I'm going to eat those 10 gold coins. Because I was right. No, wait.
Right, no,
I said because they weren't. Never mind. I'm hungry. Give me the honey.
And you see it now as several bear folk set up in a band, and they start to play music. And there's also 2 bears that are also playing music, and 2 bear folk as well. And in a mixture, as they're just playing some light music, as
God dear.
As they just play this jaunting tune, as the Bear King looks down and says, "Okay, all right, old skinny britches, are you ready to eat?"
Wait, I'm up first?
You're the one who's so eager. Who's eager to go?
Well, I mean, I just need a moment to. Can I meditate first? Can I prepare? I just found out about this challenge not even 10 seconds ago.
Leave it to an elf to need to meditate to eat.
Let me just think about it, all right? I'm just going to need a little bit of time.
I'm exactly a Fey man, and I'm calling you an elf and skinny
let
britches.
someone else go first. I just need a minute.
Oh, now
and I'm going to turn away.
Big men wanted to eat the honey.
I'm going to turn away, and just looking over my shoulder, I'm going to take a few steps away. With my back to the Bear King, I'm going to sit down and close my eyes.
You do that.
Well, I guess while he's meditating, that's why you're not in Bearheim. You should probably go to the court of coral or something.
Who would like to go first? Because I will if no one else wants to.
I was gonna say, I think you should go first. Because when you get killed by this person, I need to have all my energy to try and fix you.
Alright, how does this work? Do I keep my armor?
You see that there's a ring that's actually set up where all the bees are starting to buzz away.
Alright.
And the Bear King points over and says,
You're gonna be wrestling with Dartole. He's our best wrestler in the group.
As I see Rodek lumbering up, or hear him lumbering up, I open up one eye and I look over my shoulder and I say, Rodek, don't forget your lucky coin. I give you inspiration.
Great.
And from
I don't think I'll need it.
From the group of the bear folk and the bears, you see this massive figure push its way out, and you see this white fur as a large polar bear folk steps out and says, "Who am I wrestling?"
You're wrestling me.
Are you ready to wrestle small, tiny person?
Do I need to take this off? And I'm gesture to my armor.
Yes.
I need 10 minutes. I start doffing my armor.
As you see, as there's leathers all over this polar bear man, and he just takes off all of his clothes as he steps over to the ring and says, "Take time to not be so scared." As he stomps into the ring.
So I'll get down just to my tunic and my pants, and I'll say, "All right, see me through," and I'll kind of feel the ring around my finger, and I will cast Bless on myself as I enter the ring.
You do that, and so and you see now that there's a crowd, and there have been some roaring and growling. You see that there's actually been bear folk and bears that have been joining, and now there's actually a crowd, and they're starting to cheer and clap as you enter the ring, and you see. As this polar bear named Dartole, he gets a wide stance, and he's looming over you with this incredibly long neck. As he looks down at you and says, "Are you ready to wrestle, small man?"
Hey, I have a lower center of gravity, and I want to just run at him.
Okay, you run out, and everyone cheers, and he immediately clashes into you. This is going to be an athletics contest.
Okay. This is my best D20. Um, 15.
15. He got a natural 20.
Oh, shit!
As you run
inspiration.
Well, we'll see what happens.
As you run into him and you grab him around the waist, and he immediately just picks you with these massive bare arms, and he slams you down onto the ground, and he pins you. And this will be a best 3 out of 5. As roll as he continues to pin you down. What do you do?
I am going to. So am I facing him while being pinned?
Yeah. You're facing him as he's pinning you down.
I am going to basically try to grab him by the ears and try to pull myself out of his grip while trying to induce a little pain so that he kind of lets go.
Okay, roll that at advantage.
Poop the snoot. Everyone knows bears have sensitive snoots.
There we go. 28.
28. That wins. You manage to make him let out a growl of pain as you rip yourself out, and he stumbles back for a moment.
All right, Rodek.
That is cheap trick for small man.
Anything to get this over with. And I'm going to I'm just gonna like stand there and just sort of like see what he does.
Ooh.
He just looks at you.
That was so anticlimactic.
And he just lets out a roar and thunders at you. Make an athletics contest.
He's doing what?
He's just rushing at you.
Okay.
It's best 2 out of 3, by the way. It's not an advantage, just straight.
Oh shit. It's best 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
I don't have inspiration, do I?
Yeah, Andy gave
Yeah.
you.
Oh, I do.
It's only D6, but
Oh, fucking take it.
it's pretty good.
I got a 26.
26, he got a 14. As he runs at you, and tries to grapple, you manage to use your lower center of gravity to grab him, and you slam him down. He smashes his long neck on the side of, or on the hard wood of this platform, and he gets knocked out. He's like, "Oh, this is impossible," and he starts snoring loudly. Everyone's cheering, and they're a little confused.
Stay for a second. And as I walk out of there and say, thanks a lot. Keep it handy.
Yes, I'm ready now. Congratulations, Rodek. Very well done.
Oh, all right. It's probably easier than you'd expect.
Okay, are you ready for me? It's my time. And as I have come out of my meditation, I begin to take my armor off, and I kick off my shoes, and I take off my shirt, and I'm very lean, and all I'm wearing is my pantaloons, and my hair is kind of disheveled, and I'm breathing heavily, and I almost look like I have a bearish nature over me as I cast Enhance Ability Bear's Endurance on myself.
Okay, and what does that do?
It gives me 2d6 temporary hit points and advantage on Constitution checks.
Okay.
I'm ready. I've never been more ravenous for honey in my life.
And Bear King just looks down and says, "Okay, Grumble, you're up." And you see that this sun bear steps out, and he looks you up and down. He's fully clothed, and he says, "Oh, you know there doesn't need you can wear clothes for eating. That's just wrestling where you don't need clothes."
Grumble, when I get done eating the honey, I'm going to eat you.
Oh, well, I don't think that'd be very nice, but let's get to eating. Good luck there. Good luck there, buddy.
I'm drooling a little, and I slap his hand away.
Okay, well, man, you human types are feisty. Okay, there. And as he sits down, and there's these giant bees bring these rows and rows of pots of honey. As he sits down, he's like, "Okay, you ready there, bud?"
I just snarl at him.
And then the Bear King just shakes his head and says, "Ready?" And immediately Grumbold starts just pounding honey into his mouth.
As soon as he reaches for the honey, I'm gonna look at him and say, "Hey, Grumbold, did you know according to all known laws of aviation, there's no way a bee should be able to fly?" And I'm gonna use vicious mockery on him. And then I begin to shovel honey into my mouth after I use vicious mockery on him.
Open the throat, Vendress!
Honey's going everywhere. It's getting all over my shirt. I'm drooling.
Chug it!
How does vicious mockery work?
We're saving throw.
He's gonna take 1d4 psychic damage, and he has to succeed on a wisdom saving throw, and he gets disadvantage on next attack roll. Okay, so he takes 2 psychic damage, and he's shook.
As you do that, and you begin to tear into it, he goes, "Ooh, ow there," and you see blood start to come out of his ear.
Oh, God!
Blood as he's slowing down. I need you to get a Constitution contest.
It's not a saving throw?
It's a check.
Damn!
Isn't that what you said?
No, it's saving throws, I believe, or is my enhanced ability, but that's okay. It's for flavor. Oh no, Constitution checks.
Yeah,
I'm good. I thought it was saving throws. My bad. Oh baby, I'm gonna need it. I got a 17, 19.
19. He does seem very shook. His blood is starting to like soak up his fur from his ear as he's slowing down. And he's, oh, what did you do to the? And he's like a little scared, and you are just pounding more and more. You feel as ravenous as a bear as you're pounding this honey, and you feel like you are an absolute champion. What do you do next?
As I'm eating, I'm scarfing on the honey, and in between, like, gargled, mouthfuls of, yeah, Vandrus, climb the thing. Vandrus, open the lock. Vandrus, seal the thing. Vandrus, don't eat the honey. And I look at Grumble, and I say, what's the matter, Grumble? Do you like jazz? And I use Vicious Mockery on him again.
Jesus.
You make a Constitution contest. What's the check? And he's in his advantage. I roll a natural 1.
He takes 2 more points of psychic damage.
And he's like, ooh, I don't feel so good. And then he's starting to bleed out of his eyes.
Natural 20! I got a 22!
As Grumble is he's made it to like his second jar of honey, and meanwhile you're just taking it and just downing each one. It's like, I don't feel so good. As he pukes.
Oh my god!
And passes out, and the entire row of honey pots is finished.
I stand up and I smash the honey jar on the ground, and I scream a primal bear roar.
What did you do to him? Now see, that's the kind of spirit we need, a real bear spirit. That was very amusing and disturbing. Well done, that's what old Honey Paws likes to see.
Everyone is cheering.
I wipe my face and I stomp back over my clothes and I gain my composure and I begin to redress myself.
I think that was overkill. I told you it wasn't that hard.
Don't ever tell me that I can't eat honey ever again. Do you have a wall that you can put my likeness on? Because I deserve it!
Oh.
Everyone will know Vandrus True Strike, Honey Eater!
Well, normally it's just like, when it's for the big bears, just the big bears are they're usually just confident in their own achievement. They don't need to be on a wall, but for our little cubs...
Put me on the wall.
Are you saying you want to be in the den of big, strong cub boys?
Listen, Bear King. I have been immortalized in 2 other cities. This will be 3.
Oh my god.
The world will know of Vandrus True Strike, Honey Eater.
Well,
Gotta keep it down or it doesn't count.
I get you might be a little old for that. You know what? That's fine. You may Grumble bleed out of his ears. I've never seen that. So you know what? We'll make an exception for you. That you'll be in the den of big, strong book cubs.
Done. And I walk away. And I go sit down in the grass, and I kind of like lay over like I'm gonna take a nap.
You're incredibly full of honey, and it's very sweet.
Oh, gosh. That was scary and impressive, I suppose. Well...
Are you afraid? That's exactly what a trial should be. And trials are meant to be beaten by people, so they are going easy on you.
Oh. Well,
that's how things go.
Grumble's first mistake.
Well, I'm pretty ready. I'm pretty limbered up here.
I'm taking off my cloak and my boots and stuff, and
I'm ready to climb. Who am I up against?
Are you ready to climb?
I guess
Come on, Pat.
Pat?
And you see now as there's 2 large trees alongside this den, and you look up and there's actually a beehive at the top of each one. They're all buzzing, and this short black bear comes out and he says, "Hey, what's up?"
Oh, well, hi.
You know you're gonna lose, right? I'm a bear with climbs.
You are?
Have you seen these claws?
Oh, shoot.
Where are your claws there?
Wait a minute.
I'm already inside your head, aren't I?
Yeah, oh gosh.
Yeah, you're gonna lose.
I need a
Okay,
minute.
that's fine.
I'm gonna walk around the other side of the tree and you'll see like a puff of green, and I'll walk out on my bare feet, and I will also be a black bear.
What the hell?
Wow, I've never been more attracted to anyone in my entire life. Are you some sort of witch that can shapeshift into bears would climb?
You'll never know, Big Bear.
And all we're just hearing like. He just also speaks.
You're even multilingual. Gosh, I really like a broad that takes the time to learn other cultures, you know.
Yeah, and I'll give you a tip. If you let me go up a little first, you'll get a heck of a view.
Wow!
Make a persuasion check. An advantage because you're a bear.
Persuasion is a 17.
That's enough. He says, well, you know, I was very confident that I was in your head, but I think that now you're in my head, and I'm fine with that.
I'm scritching his chin with my long bear claw.
Well, you know what they say. What a bear does in the woods. Everything. Okay, get to climbing already. And the contest begins. The trial begins.
I'll do kind of a bear gallop towards the tree and lunge and start my climbing, digging in my claws, going as fast as I can.
He does as well. I need an acrobatics check from both of you. Advantage because you have climb speed.
Oh, thank you. Hoping that might be the case. Natural 20.
Damn!
25.
You see, and you see that Pat is like really doing a great job, and he's very nimble. But as he looks over at you, you can see he kind of like slides down a little bit, and you manage to get you're a full bear's length ahead of them, and he's not focused on the honey ahead. He's definitely focused on you.
He's focused on the honey, all right.
Jesus.
And okay, and so he's keeping an eye on you, and then he looks down at the crowd, and they're all booing him, like, "Come on, Pat, stop being such a chucklefuck!" And as they're all booing him, and then he looks up and he tries to start going faster. I need another. What do you do, by the way?
So kind of seeing him a little bit distracted, I'm gonna take my bottom paws and scrape some bark so it falls down into his eyes, and then continue climbing.
Make a sleight of hand check.
23.
23. Okay, I would say you're able to. You're climbing. You make it look like you've just scraped, and it goes right into Pat's eyes as he says, "Shaw, pocket bark." As you do that, and he takes a moment to wipe the bark as he tries to climb and catch up. I need an acrobatic saving throw or contest.
Do I get advantage again?
Yeah. Well, no, actually, you just straight. He'll have disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh, you are advantage because you're climb speed. I'm sorry.
What was it again? Athletics?
Apologize.
No,
Or acrobatics. Okay. 22.
22. That seems to do it as you manage to get up, and as soon as you get to the top, you see that this hive is just buzzing with bees and is dripping with this golden, delicious-looking honey.
I forgot what I was supposed to do at the top.
And so he's climbing up after you.
Oh God, I wasn't paying attention. I'm looking down, asking, what do I do? Of course they can't understand me. I'm going to reach up and grab the beehive
As soon as you reach up and grab the beehive, everyone starts cheering.
And he gets stung by a
And
bee.
the bees are pissed, and they all start stinging you. Pat looks up at you, and
I get it.
Pat looks up at you, and he's like, right, well, maybe afterwards we can grab my uncle owns the deli. He taught me everything I knew. If you want to split a sandwich, and as you all climb back down.
Well, I'll say, Bears, you're not giving a very good showing. Well, I guess trials are meant to be beating. All that's left is the Jamboree.
I'm gonna flop on my big bear butt and scoop some honey out of them. Hive.
I'm really nervous about this. This is the first time I've taken your chicken feet out for a whirl. I wish I knew what you were saying, but I lost my ability to communicate with animals. That's not a nice thing to say to me.
You'll do great. Do like a little chicken jig while you're up there for the Jamboree.
Yeah.
Here's the stage, and you see, come on up, Manjo.
And you see a brown bear walk out on the stage.
I wonder what instrument Manjo plays.
And you see
the joke
as he walks up, and he's holding a washboard.
My expectations.
Thanks, Ryan Johnson.
Manjo, the washboard player.
And you see the band behind him, which includes a banjo and a standing bass and a jug, is waiting to play.
Do you want me to play an instrument?
Or you can also just do a jig. It's really just about how much you rile everybody up.
All right. Then I'm not gonna play my flute because I only know Silent Night. And I only know 3 of the 10 fingerings.
Well, good luck.
Thanks.
Okay, boys, let's go.
And as the music starts to play,
The music starts to pick up.
Sylvie walks out to the very middle of the area, and do I have access to Alter Self?
Yes.
I use Alter Self not to change myself, but to make myself look like a very large, fat, yellow chicken. And I start doing the chicken dance. And I start doing it.
Okay.
And that's what I'm. That's
and
how
you
I'm
see
starting.
Mander look at you and say, "Gah!" And he starts. As he's looks at you, and he's not really sure what you're doing, and we need a performance contest.
No. I rolled a 2.
And you hear some of the
it's a contest.
Oh, for performance? I guess that's true. My performance would have been a 12.
A 12. Wow. So you hear people like, "Oh, is that a chicken? What's it doing with it? It's just flapping. That's what if it's a chicken. It's just flapping rhythmically. What the hell's going on? Oh, but guys, look at Manjo. He is playing the hell out of that washboard. Woo! Manjo.
I hope I fail. Just so Manjo wins. I fucking won.
Manjo sounds like he could use a win.
It's short for Bear Manjo.
Bear Manjo.
What an awful nerd. He really needs this one, Mickey.
Can we just call him Gus?
Throw it. Throw the game.
So, seeing that nobody's paying attention to me, I'm gonna boom my voice out. Well, swing your partner round and round, grab your lady and chicken her down. Start doing the chicken dance, but calling it out like I'm doing a square dance, and start teaching the people how to do the dance with me.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. I'll say roll that contest at advantage.
Come on.
23.
Boom.
23. Okay. So these the bears and the bear folk look around at each other and say,
Well, she did say to swing our partners round and round. I guess we should. And they start and it's like, and the washboard is not very complicated.
I'm gonna grab
actually,
swing around in my bear corner.
as the bears and now Pat is dancing with you, and he's absolutely elated as they begin to all dance around, and the band is playing faster and faster.
And so this time around, I'm gonna keep doing the dance, but I'm gonna use my major illusion to cause like fireworks and like explosions going along with the music, and like a firework of like a banjo going and other things like that.
Okay.
Dance.
And you see now that the choice for a star performer to just play a washboard was probably a bad choice. And he's like, as he's run out of tricks to do, and he's like, go! As he is trying very hard. We need a performance check contest, please.
Oh god. 19.
19. That is a tie. As he continues to go, and the band plays faster and faster as people are starting to get more excited about Bear Manjo but they also are very enthusiastic about you, and they all look concerned. Like, oh, I don't know, man, they're both just so good. As they're all murmuring's a little bit of confusion in the crowd, but they're all on their feet. What do you do?
I'm out of tricks. I don't know. I guess I'll use my board and my broom, because I'm such a much larger chicken now with alter self. I'm gonna try and hide it between my thighs and pretend like I'm flapping and I want to dance in the air like Lydia did at the end of Beetlejuice.
Ooh.
Okay. Make a performance check at advantage.
I was gonna suggest you.
Natural 20.
A 30.
That'll do it.
Manjo cannot beat that. As you manage to do that, as you start flapping and flying into the air, floating back and forth, and everyone's like, oh, I've never seen a chicken fly that high before. Wow, that's amazing. Man, we're fitting for the Jamboree. And everyone's cheering, and the crowd goes wild. And Manjo just looks down, and he looks at his washboard. And he just throws it to the side.
I was going to suggest you Eldritch blast him into red mist, because I figured that was really going to get the crowd going.
All right.
As
just green glitter and
one bear going.
What?
As everyone's cheering, the Bear King, even he is on his feet, dancing. His massive humanoid shapes shaking the ground still with each stomp of his dance. As he looks at all of you, well, even though all of my bears lost pathetically, that was one hell of a jamboree and a trial. I love a good trial. You can take my champion. I'm sorry I got a little heated there. It happens when you mention her name. But you're all good. I remember why I gave you the honey gold.
He'll be fine.
Just bring him back. There's a lot of dark stuff brewing, and it's not like some good honey mead.
When we bring him back, will you tell us about the dark things that are brewing?
If I feel comfortable, if I have the Queen of Summer on my side.
All right. We'll see you soon.
Faypax. And he reaches down with his massive arm and he grabs it. Faypax. 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 Faypax.
Do this and it's a...
And immediately a bunch of giant bees start grabbing and pulling and cleaning everything up as he turns back into his bear form, and he looks and he roars and says, "Don't forget, you have a feedback. Don't cross old honey paws!" And he thunders off, climbs up the cliff, and goes back into the forest as Dobro emerges with a large pack, and he says,
"He was a lot more soft-spoken this time than the last time we saw him."
He was probably gotten a little older, softer in his old age. Today was a really fun day, really, juxtaposition to the horrible, horrible end that all of the planes might meet very soon. I hope we can enjoy it.
"Well, welcome to the Feywild."
Thanks.
"Get back to work. Why are you playing the jug? Stop." Get back to work. We need to protect this den. Look, it's empty. There's no more honey in there. This is all the smeared on the walls. Ridiculous. Okay, where are we going?
Well, I suppose we should just head back the way that we came. I'm sure she'll find us.
Just that way. Let's go.
Poof out of bear form.
I just want to
Put my
make
shoes
sure
back
that
on.
you understand, because I said that we would be 100% transparent. And we're not lying to you that this might get a little rough, but she did say that you're going to live.
Well, there's no one that's been able to kill me yet. And Grumble, you got it.
Oh yeah, sure there.
You're in charge. And
Is he going to be okay? Did you, is he going to die later?
No, I don't.
He's like cleaning up. He's cleaning the blood from his fur.
Grumble. It's me, Vandris.
oh,
No, it's all right. It's all right. I just wanted to apologize.
I'm sorry.
No, you did nothing wrong. I got a little out of control, and I wanted to say that I appreciated your competition, and I wanted to apologize.
Ooh, well, apology accepted there.
As soon as he grabs my hand, I pull him in real close, and I say, "But if you ever cross me again, I swear to all of the gods."
All right.
It was nice meeting you, Grumble. My eyes narrow as he pulls me away.
He's got something against bears.
I think you should talk to somebody.
What is your thing against bear?
Bear and Maka.
What? What are you saying?
I said I think you should talk to somebody about whatever all of that was.
Well, I won my competition. I'm happy to tell people about
In
that.
Bog Possum, they call it banger.
What?
It's bear anger, banger.
Oh, all right.
Never heard of that.
From an irrational anger over bears.
Oh, well.
Get back where we came from.
Well, I was gonna say we just walk the way we came, and hopefully
Which is that way?
she'll find us.
Grumble
Hey,
is
those
it's a
chicken
good
tracks.
bear.
Towards the tree line. This is
Does the
the last
hut
time we
even
saw
leave
her.
tracks?
I'm gonna start looking for tracks for the hut.
You hear a voice as you start looking around. Oh, are you leaving so soon? And you see Pat.
We got a stage 5 player.
I just, yeah, we've got to go, but it was so nice competing against you. And, take care.
Do you want to get that sandwich later? Maybe when you get back, if you're not doing anything.
Let's put a pin in that.
Oh, okay.
But here, I have a lot of leftover honey. I was going to take it with me, but I think you should have it.
Oh, the honey that was just on the tree that we. Thanks.
I ate most of it, but there is some left, and I bet it has just a little of my salsa mixed in.
Thanks. Turns.
Get back to work, Pat. I'm not paying you to simp.
Oh, jeez.
And you leave the bears behind.
Nice bears always finish last.
Oh, sorry, Cat.
As you leave the bears behind, Bearheim all around you, you make your way to the tree line and you see deep as the forest gets darker, you see that familiar wooden hut waiting for you. And with as you approach, you see now the dark roosting feathers in the thatch roof hut as those massive swans or the swan geese hiss at you and honk menacingly.
Don't kill them. They're fine. They're not going to hurt you.
I bet those are good eats. Can we get
Do not
is that
eat
for
them.
like snacks later?
Do not even look at them.
No, there will be food, I'm sure. You like rye bread? You
Mm.
love rye bread.
I'm more of a honey wheat guy. Come on, Rodak. That was very obvious.
But you are eating Rubens.
Well, I mean, I haven't.
On honey wheat?
On honey wheat? Yeah, is that weird?
Absolutely, it's unheard of.
It's not a Reuben unless it's on rye bread.
Hey, has Gino been lying to me this whole time?
But you're going to love the rye bread. That's all we can say. Right this way.
I hate it.
The door opens,
And just remember, all right, while all this is happening, just think of Beaver Creek. That's all I can tell you. Just keep on thinking of Beaver Creek. That's all. Just really focus on that and not anything else that's going on. And that's all I can really...
Who should I think about? Beaver, is that weird to ask you who I should think about at Beaver Creek?
That's a little weird.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I would say try not to think of One-Eyed Dolores.
Well, no, I can't not think about Evangelist.
Oh, good luck.
What the heck? As he leans down as you all enter the hut, and as he steps through the threshold, the door slams behind you, and the hut is basically exactly how you left it. Everything's kind of pushed to the side of the huts, and I will pause my music and bring it back.
Oh boy, my head hurts. I might pass out if I laugh one more time.
And he's like, well, even after I had all those Reubens, I could still, if the geese aren't an option, is there anything to eat in here? And as soon as he says that, he says, I could use it. Oh my God, who is it?
You're trying to kill Mitch.
I never would have. As he screams for a good 30 seconds.
I get behind him and stand between him and the door, just in case.
He's reaching back. I'm pushing him.
No, you already agreed.
Beaver Creek, don't think about Dolores.
And as Baba Yaga peers up at him, this massive bear of a man that he's hunched in this space, and despite him towering over all of you, he still is the most scared out of everyone here. And Baba Yaga looks at him and says, "Welcome, bear man," and raises her hand, and immediately Dobro is pulled all the way to the wall, and he slams against it, spins around, and his arms fly up, and he goes on the cross. The shackles go around his arms and his legs as he goes, "This is not at all how I thought this would go.
It's gonna be all right, I promise. I'm so sorry, Dobro, I promise."
Yeah, just think of Beaver Creek.
Don't be rough with him. You don't have to do it that way. He came willingly.
And he's struggling, and she nods as, "That is why I was able to do that." And as he's struggling, and he's like, I don't want to kill. I don't want to save the world. This is terrible. He's
please.
Normally in a normal situation, I'd be kind of into this. But please, no, please. I'm a mixture of hungry and scared. And she says, "I will feed you, bear man," and immediately a rye roll flies its way into his mouth, and he's like, and he swallows it down. I'm sleepy.
Oh, dear.
Goodness.
Well, at least he won't be conscious for whatever's about to happen.
Can you just...
That's terrible. Yeah, I've never seen him scared before.
That was something. Something to behold.
Please finish by the time he wakes up.
Don't go easy on
I
him.
hope that he didn't insult you. I think you're beautiful.
Baba Yaga turns to you, and there's actually a tiny hint of a smile that shows her sharp iron teeth, and she says,
"No, I am not a child, and that is a good thing."
And she pats your head.
Yep.
And she says,
"What did you think of the cookies
What cookies?
that I gave you before you left?"
Oh, I didn't look in my bag. But you know what I think? I like cookies.
Good children.
Shall
like
I eat them right
cookies.
now?
If you wish.
All of them?
Good job, children.
I'll eat all of them.
You find your satchel and you open it up and you find the little gingerbread cookies, but they look like all of your friends.
Oh, I'm gonna eat Rodek.
Yeah, and then you see Rodek is like short and stout, and you devour them, and they're actually very delicious and spicy a little bit.
Those are so you. I love it when my cookies are spicy. My favorite dip for cookies is hummus.
Huh.
And she pats you on the head again, and she goes to her.
Ketchup and chocolate chip is so good.
So you like the cookies there that you have?
I'm glad you like my baking.
Even the one that looked like me.
Yeah, that one was really good. You want to know why?
Sure.
Because it tasted like gingerbread and salsa.
All right.
And-
I feel a little bit better about not having gotten to eat a cookie.
In that moment, you see a flash of pink pixie dust, and suddenly, Sylvie, you are nearly tackled by this force of a pixie crashing into you. Oh my God! Sylvie, I thought that you were dead. You were dead. I thought that you were gonna come back. It's so good to see you.
Yeah, no, it's just good to see you too. Guess what?
What?
I'm a fairy now.
Are you a pixie too, like me? Where's your wings? Where's your? Oh no! You look really good. You look really good.
Thanks, I ain't got no wings, but I got some weird feet that are curved.
That's just as good as pixie dust. When I was sleeping so peacefully and all of the horrible man screaming woke me up. But I'm so glad that it did to see that you're alive.
Yeah, and now he's asleep. That's so funny.
Wow, it's like we traded places.
I know.
Oh, this is so funny.
This episode is horrendous.
Ooh.
This is beyond my moral comprehension.
And
A Feywild to do this to you.
You're laughing and hugging, and Lumi's very happy to see you. And she even kind of takes some time to kind of whisper to you, to talk to you, and falling back into some of that old dynamic when she would not speak to the rest of your party.
Oh, I know that honey definitely went straight to Vandris's hips. Yep.
That's all.
Okay.
Got him.
And as you do that, Baba Yaga is at her cauldron. It's hissing and popping and boiling. And you see that the liquid within is incredibly, it's this dense, thick brew. It's probably the thickest of all that you've seen her concoct. And you see that the color is shifting and shaking, and it almost looks like with how many colors are within this brew. It almost looks like it might not taste terrible. It looks like a myriad of color of these bright, colorful rainbows. Then there's a little bit of silver, a little bit of gold, some black and brown, and almost like all the colors of the rainbows are shimmering around and shifting and popping and boiling. As she takes a cup, a simple wooden cup like she had served you in, and she takes a full cup of this brew, and she looks at all of you and says,
Now we will see if my prediction was correct. Are you ready for what we will learn?
You promise me that he will survive. He has to come back the same way and be able to go back to the Bear King and do his job being a champion.
We made a fate pact with the Bear King that we have to give it he can't leave this plane, and we need to get him back soon.
What was the nature of the fate pact besides that?
Well, no leaving the plane. We had to do the trials, which we did very well. We have to get an audience with the king and queen at the summer court.
Titania and Oberyn.
And
We have to try.
all right.
I think he really implied that we had to.
And we had to bring him back. We have to bring back Dobro.
That's right.
I should not have sent you alone. We will kill two birds with one stone. Yes, well played. Well played, my riders and my maiden.
and she actually smiles for the first time. since you've seen her.
We did something good. We did something good.
Yes, you did. And let's see what we learn. And she reaches up, and she shouldn't, if as short as she is and for as tall as he is, it doesn't seem like she should be able to reach. And her arm almost seems unnaturally long as she grabs his chin and pushes it back. And she takes the brew still bubbling and boiling, and she tilts his head back and pours the entire cup into his mouth. And she closes his mouth, and he starts to sputter and cough, and she just kind of holds her gnarled, bony hand onto his mouth. So just some of it streaming down his beard. And she's just holding it as tight as she can with her, and you can now see the withered, wart-covered arm that's coming out of her shawl and her tattered dress. She's looking up, almost with a malevolent curiosity. As he sputters and lets out, as he lets out a roar like a bear, and then suddenly his skin and then everything of his being starts to glow, and it glows of a bright orange. And Baba Yaga looks and she nods.
Yes, it is what I thought.
What is it?
We now have our path to victory.
And that is where we'll end the session.
I wonder if the orange is significant.
It must be.
Well, I certainly wrote it down.
Oh, okay.
Me personally, but we're not done.
We're not done.
What's next while I go deal with this shit?
Adventures and chill.
Next up, we are doing a subscriber-only stream. So we're going to do advantageous, and chill.
Advantress.
Advantress. So we are going to talk about our favorite moments from the session, and we would love to hear.
Which there are many.
There are. God, this is going to be a really hard one. We want to hear some of your favorite moments. We're going to theorize a little bit, decompress a little bit. So stick with us if you're a subscriber. If you're not, you still get a preview. So join us and enjoy 5 minutes of extra time.
And we'll be back next week.
Yeah, we're back. Yeah, we are back next week.
Yeah.
Same time, same place.
Same time, same place.
And just a reminder, we are going to be at Otakon.
Yes.
In the DC area.
Cover a couple announcements.
So
So what else we got? We got Otakon this weekend. We got Prime next Tuesday. We have Beneath Dark Wings August 21st. This is Saturday, 2 p.m. And I think that is everything currently.
yeah, and if you're not already in our Discord, please join
join.
it, because when we're not on stream, we're in there pretty much all the time. So it's a great place to chat with us, and especially if you are going to be at Otakon, let us know. Maybe
Schedule
we can-
updates too.
Yeah.
We're always in there.
Yeah, we'll be updating what's going on and what we're doing over the weekend.
Yeah.
Hopefully having some pictures
Yeah,
coming
we'll
in.
be do we still have the convention chat? I don't know. If
I don't think so, but we may reinstate it.
Yeah, we may reinstate it. At least
still have it,
at least for
okay.
Gen Con. we
I'm being
probably
told
will.
we still have it.
Oh, we do. So we can post things in there, and if anyone wants to come down to Otakon, we'll see you there. But if not, we'll see you in several seconds.
Awesome.
We're gonna cut over. We'll see you
Don't
guys.
go anywhere. We'll see you
See you in a
very
sec.
soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.